following podcast may contain some adult language. You've been warned.
Those of you who got an invite, welcome to Nerd Prom.
No matter where in the world you are, we're all nerds! International. With the hyphen.
Welcome to Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG Podcast. This is a show dedicated to the Genesys role-playing system created by Fantasy Flight Games, a show in which we, your hosts, discuss all things Genesys from both the player's and a GM's perspective, normally. I am Tony Fanning, and with me as always are my good friends and co-hosts, Chris Holmes and Stefan Dragonspawn. How are we doing, fellas? Chris?
Oh, you know how I'm doing. My wife is in town. Golfed with her yesterday. Golfed with her this morning. 2 best days of the year so far. And I'm fucking wiped. Got my money's worth.
Did you get a hole in one, though?
Yeah. No. I didn't. But I did get my money's worth, like I said.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, been enjoying each other, so.
Good.
And this is great. I've been looking forward to this, too. So, how about you, Stefan? How you doing, bud?
I am doing great, finally, that we're doing this. We had a little bit of a snafu last week.
Yes.
So I've been told not to apologize for it, so I won't. But
It was
now
a
it's all
request,
working.
not an order.
That's
That's
right.
it. Still. So everything's good. We've spent the last 30 or so, 40 minutes going over things, a little few bugs, but we're good to go. This will be the setting that I'm converting to Genesys called Dragonstar.
That's right. They're
Which is
undocumented features.
Yes,
in
exactly.
fantasy grounds.
So for those of you who are not familiar, Dragonstar is a setting developed by Fantasy Flight Games way back when, I think at least 10 years ago, if I remember correctly, when 3.0, D&D 3.0 came out, which is basically D&D in space. You've got a dragon empire that's been around for over 5,000 years and spanning an entire galaxy. Dragons rule it. Different colored dragons have ruled as emperor every 1,000 years, changing. For 5,000 years, the good metallic dragons ruled. And just recently, about 100 years or so ago, the last metallic dragon, or copper dragon, stepped down. And now it's called the Red Age as the chromatic dragons take power. And Mezenbone, the Red, is now the Emperor, a red dragon. Very fearsome, of course, very warmongering. He's only been in power about 100 years, but things have already started to change a lot. And he's given the Drow a lot of power. He's one of their favored races, even though they're not dragons. Because people with dragon blood, even half dragons or even sorcerers, are considered above anyone else. If you've got dragon blood, then you've got advantages there. So we're running a little adventure in that setting. I've been working on it a bit, and I've got quite a bit done. There's still a lot more, but I've got the good core written out. So we'll go around the table and introduce the characters that will be part of our story. We'll start with Tony. Tony, who are you playing? You're muted, stupid.
Oh, man. I'm playing Nemonis Brivar. I am a half-blue dragonkin, sorcerer. Some would say a bit rebellious, of noble birth, and, well, I'm working with someone I shouldn't be. Yeah,
It's the rebellious streak, I guess.
Arcane caster, also considers himself the captain of this expedition, although it's an honorary title. So, yeah, that's Nemonis.
All right. And next up, we'll go with Tony.
You just asked me.
You just asked Tony.
Oh, sorry, Tony. Chris, sorry.
Chris. Well, I am
That's what I
playing Sir Will Wavern, version 2.4. I am playing a aged soul mech, holy warrior. He was a youngest son, born in a gold dragon's house, and has been uploaded a couple of times into a new body, and is now with these folks here. So he's got a divine caster, pretty much a holy warrior. You're paladin of this D&D space game we're playing tonight. So, that's it.
You're muted, GM. Ha ha! Back at you.
You're muted, stupid.
See? Hey. I meant to do that. Yeah, that's it. And our third player is a returning guest. He's been with us before once. And so Darren West, how are you doing? And who will you be playing?
Thanks for having me. I am doing fine. I'm happy to see you guys' faces. I will be playing Vault of Keir Ridge. He's an orc, former Imperial Ranger, so he used to work for all of the Dark Elves and stuff. But Sir Ravern was defending a village, and he just couldn't let his team kill Sir Ravern, so he turned on his team and saved Sir Ravern. And Nemonis owed him a favor, so he fixed Sir Ravern. So
there we go.
So basically, I would say Vault is the glue of this team.
There you go. Yes, you brought all the team together. Nice.
Sure, he isn't a bottomless reserve of bravery, since he's a vault of courage.
Nice.
I like what you did there.
There you go. Very nice. So tonight's game. So our team are aboard a ship, sort of a tramp freighter called the Amethyst Dreamer. They are joined by two NPCs, support characters, Anduin Spinner, who's a halfling pilot.
Nice.
They've been piloting for a while. They like to show off, and the
Nice.
engineer repairman of the ship is a little bit like Nemonis. He's a bit of a rebel of his own people, a drow, a techno-mage. So he combines his spellcasting with knowledge of science, which is important because starships in Dragonstar cannot go speed of light or even beyond the speed of light. Technology cannot do that. Magic does that with something called a starcaster. They teleport ships basically from one place to another.
Nice. By the way, dibs on a halfling when we die.
All right. He's called dibs. If and they're carrying a cargo of some technical items and spices, but that he picked up from the planet Agaris 4. But the real thing that they were carrying that's of importance to their patron, Lady Keppa, a copper dragon, is an encrypted message. And they're trying to get to Naxos 5, where she has her headquarters. But they've been surprised, ambushed when they left the planet shortly after by the interdictor cruiser, the Vigilant Watch, and its dreaded commander, Captain Malazek, a drow, who's also part of the Imperial Special Police Directorate, the ISPD, and part of the 3rd Crimson Imperial Fleet. He hates Nemonis Bravar because he escaped his clutches when he rebelled from his family. His family didn't want him to leave home.
He's got a problem with me. That's his problem.
So he's got the interdictor cruiser, a couple of fighters attacking you. You're dodging and weaving. And as you finally get your coordinates to teleport. And when it activates it, the ship is shaken. A few of you are in the gunnery turrets firing back.
Yep, I'd probably be in one.
Shots are being fired back and forth. The interdictor's firing its own main weapons. But they don't want to destroy you, so they're shooting sometimes across the bows or...
Uh-oh.
And then you... Have I?
You
No.
did just for a second there. You said across the bow, and then I got nothing.
Big pause there, Stefan. So what'd you say after?
Okay.
So what'd you say after shots came across the bow?
Things are shaking back and forth. The ship has suffered a big jolt. There's power fluctuations, and suddenly one of the small fighter aims at you, but you don't know. It's not a standard laser weapon. Something hit the ship physically as you teleported.
Uh-oh.
And yeah, can we pause just 1 second?
Yeah.
Technical thing on my side.
Okay, let's pause. All right, here we go. We're back again.
All right.
Hey,
So
you're my
as I
number
was-
one too, Stefan.
Yes.
Anyway,
But Tony and Darren, you're definitely 1.5, not number twos.
I'm so glad I'm not a number 2, although I do
Yeah.
feel like a shit. So
Oh no.
hey, night's still young, man. We still have plenty of time to fuck with Stefan tonight.
That's it. And I have still plenty of alcohol, so I can get drunk.
All right.
So I'm going to say
Mhm.
something hit us. We should make sure that it's nothing. I say back
that's-
to the rest of the crew.
Right.
All right.
And that's just the moment that the Starcaster activated.
Okay. Starcaster meaning we went into warp, right? Or light speed?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or
Basically
would it be
blinking out.
called arcane speed.
Yeah. Ludicrous speed now.
I'll and then Will says I'm on it. I'll go check it out. And I'll head down to where
Well, that's sort of thing. You try to get out, but you're pushed back into your seat, into the gunnery seat. Luckily, you still had your straps on, because then everything jerks. You're almost, the ship is upside down, even though you're in space. Gravity shouldn't matter, but there is a gravity generator aboard ship. And yeah, blink. Something goes wrong. You see power fluctuations. The lights go on and off. The weapons are offline, online. What the hell?
Uh-oh.
And that's somewhat standard. Not standard, no. The standard feeling, at least, of being teleported, you feel, it's like you're being a bit contracted all of a sudden, compressed from all sides.
Yep.
Like being deep in the ocean, and then whoop, back out again. Your breathing is again normal for those of you who breathe. But then the power doesn't come back on right away.
Okay.
And those of you in the gunneries, I guess maybe at least Vault and
Will. I would
and Sir Will be
Yep,
gunners.
Sir Will would
Okay, so you've got a bit of a vision, eyes outside.
Okay.
Instead of just being you,
Okay.
you actually see the snub fighter also with you.
Uh-oh.
Then you notice that he's got a cable linked to some kind of harpoon that speared the ship. More or less between.
Was this an enemy of ours?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I?
An Imperial fighter.
Okay.
Vault would say something like, "I think we got a dangler. Somebody scrape him off."
I'll give it a try. Do I have a shot at it from the gunnery station?
You could have a nice shot if you had power.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Is there a way?
You've got the.
Is there a way for me to maybe go outside, put on some grab boots, and cut the fucking rope? That it's
Sure.
attaching us?
You could. Yeah, I just shared also an image of the dagger class light interceptor, because it itself should not be able to teleport. It's too small to have a Starcaster itself. But since it got attached to you, something it kind of got pulled in.
So I'm guessing,
which may have explained why Starcaster went wrong, because there's way too much mass now.
Yeah, because I was thinking that because I am an artificial life form, I'd be able to survive outside. Kind of pulling an R2D2 thing.
Yeah, no, you've
go out on the hull and
done it before.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
You've probably done it before. You've got mag boots, so no spacesuit needed for you.
I'll head out that way.
All right, so as you get ready, both of you see the ship, of course, and the tether. Your personal comms still work.
Yep.
If you want to communicate that way.
I will. I'll communicate that back. What I saw.
All right. And you hear, probably from within, what? That's what threw off the calculations. What the? Where are we now? And when? Working on it, sir.
I'll jam the enemy's sensors so they can't see you. I'm going to head to a sensor station.
Okay. Well, you're probably maybe in the cockpit with Anduin.
Okay, so I probably just have one right there nearby then?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Try that. Vault, you can tell, though, that this ship that's tethered, the Dagger, is pretty much like dead in space. Seems that one of its engines is blown off. Severe damage. Probably from one of your lucky shots. You two got it before teleporting.
Cool.
And then it swings a little bit in the light from the nearby star, which we'll get into later. Shines on the cockpit. It's sort of pierced through and through. Where the cockpit would be.
It looks dead. I'm going to go back and check on the engines. Not that I can do much. So I unstrap. Vault will unstrap and head back towards to find out if we can get some power or make sure that maybe he can hit something.
And Nemonis, you wanted to do a sensor? I mean, you never know. Maybe you hit a beacon that could have an emergency distress. You want to try and do that, a computer's check?
Yep, I just need a difficulty from my GM.
All right, for that it'll be just for jamming, something standard average difficulty. Just activate the jamming.
Okay. I am highly distracted while doing this.
All right.
Mainly because if my fear is coming true, my nemesis is on board that fighter. Like he was on that ship. So I'm going to apply a self-imposed setback die.
All right. So yeah. You might not be aboard this particular fighter, but...
How is our computer? Is it a quality computer or is it average?
It's pretty good quality. It's fairly advanced. That's why they gave it a nickname, Amy, short for the Amethyst Dreamer.
So does Amy maybe give me my boost die that I'm asking for?
Yes, I do.
Sure, Tony / Stefan.
I asked as sweetly as I possibly could.
Yes.
All right.
Great.
I am rolling. Unless you would like to affect my pool, I am not.
Let me see, where is the dice pool window? There we go. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
It was a 50-50 shot and I made it.
There we go. So yes, you activate the jammer. No signals should be coming from that fighter.
Remember, this is not a visual medium, gentlemen. We have to... Yep. I had a single success.
You did.
There we go. So while you're looking around, so you guys are trying to get power back up. You've got your engineer, Ranagar. Ranagar who's swearing back. Yeah, well, you're getting your mag boots out.
We have a dingleberry on our ship. I need to cut it off.
We got a dingleberry. Get it.
An imperial dingleberry, no less. All right. So you're doing that with the sensors, the jammers. Anduin is already activating the sensor sweeps for the system, trying to get her bearings. Where the hell are we? Because she decided they discover that they're not where they ought to be. Vault is down with Ranagar to try and fix things. He's getting at least the backup power, at least. So there's lighting, like the reddish lighting all over the place. Gravity is back on, while Sir Will is outside already. He's already gone out the airlock. Ka-clank.
Yep.
Ka-clank. 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 Walking up and around onto the top of the Amethyst Dreamer.
That's right.
And all the images I'll be sharing, we'll also have up on our Obsidian portal, by the way.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
We have for the show.
Cool.
For those of you who
Link
want to
will
see
be
what
in the
I've shared.
show notes.
Yes.
I'll put the link to that in the show notes.
So you go out there with probably your Sunblade,
Yes.
the best tool for the job.
Turn it on. Go
Yep.
sunder that fucker. Get it off our ship.
So you've got the ship dangling at the end of its tether, just aiming aimlessly. Obviously has no power.
And
You sometimes feel the ship under your thumb as Anduin maybe is firing at least some attitude thrusters, not the full engines, but at least to keep you stable. And yeah, you just
well, before I actually cut it away,
right.
I'd like to kind of observe it to see if there's anything that I didn't see while I was inside the ship. Now that I'm closer, if there's a detail that I can maybe pick out or whatever. If you'd like a maybe vigilance check or perception or something like that.
Perception check, yeah, will be be good for that.
All right.
Vault would have described what he saw in the cockpit.
Okay.
Right.
I'll try and get a better look at that potentially.
Okay.
If there's blood,
So
or any trace of anybody that got out of the cockpit that might be came across the cable and might have got in our ship. I don't know.
Oh, so you're pretty far from as you look around a bit, far from the nearest star. You're really out on the outer edge of the system.
Okay.
Share an image with you guys with more or less what you see.
Oh, that's
It's a system. Yeah, it's a system that does not actually have a planet or any planets orbiting it. It's one huge asteroid field.
Oh, okay then.
Fairly dim greenish star.
So I'm ducking.
But
Just kidding.
no, you're like I said, you're on the outer edge. So there's some small rocks around, but they're not a danger to you yet.
Okay. Yeah.
If you start flying in closer, then that'll be another matter.
Is
Yes,
this an uncharted system?
that's what Anduin is trying to find out.
Okay.
Because according to her, well, we'll get back to it. Just go back to Sir Will.
What kind of difficulty?
Yeah, so dim light. With the ship moving and some other asteroids moving in, maybe at least a hard difficulty as some shadows play around. Sometimes, like clouds moving real fast. Sometimes you get light. Oh, suddenly it's shadow again.
Okay. I got eyes in the back of my head too. 360 vision,
Oh, yeah.
just in case something's sneaking up behind me.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. What kind of difficulty?
Hard difficulty.
Hard.
Mm-hmm.
You know
And
what?
I'll add
I'm gonna
an additional setback dice because of the play of shadow and light.
Awesome. And I'm gonna spend a story point because I'm on the outside of a fucking ship, man, and looking into another one, seeing what we can see.
Sunblade in hand.
Oh, does my sunblade give me some sort of lighting out here?
Not
For
enough.
who's die? What? Not enough? You're telling me no?
Not enough. Not enough at this distance. The tether is at least like 200 feet.
Right.
Or
Okay.
200 meters.
Sounds
Even
good.
more.
That pool look good to you?
Yep.
I've got a yellow, a green, 3 purple, and a black. And I succeeded, but I have 3 threat. Oops.
Ah. All right. So you do succeed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's obviously an Imperial fighter from the 3rd Imperial Fleet, the Red Fleet.
Okay.
From what you can see, yeah, it's dead in the water now. Some of the shots went through the cockpit. This is not a kind of ship that has a cockpit that has a actually clear canopy. It's all enclosed, but you know from history, these are ships that have existed a long time.
Right.
That's where the cockpit would be, at one point.
Vault, it looks like one of your shots went a little wide. You might want to train in your sights. We'll have to work on those next time.
Right, except for that was probably your shot. Hey, can you describe what it's like out there? I might be able to narrow down what system we're in.
I start describing it. What I see.
Yeah. You guys can see from whether
closer to the asteroid field. I think I might be going to be coming in soon.
Yeah, huge asteroids. Big, some are really huge, small planetoids shaped.
Okay.
Some are irregular shaped, but they're still huge, tumbling slowly. Some are a lot bigger the closer you get to the star, but it's spread out.
Yep.
So imagine like Saturn, but Saturn would be a little smaller, but still the number of rings, how wide it seems.
Okay.
The asteroid field.
I'll try and describe that as best as I can.
Yeah.
And then I'll also describe some of the damage on the ship, if that helps them or not.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, you can describe. Actually, Ranagar probably walks you through maybe some basic repairs. If he sends a little recon drone so he could look and tell you what to do, which wire to cut or not.
For what?
But on the outside of the ship, if there's anything.
On the outside of our ship? Oh, I'm not going to fix our ship. I'm just cutting off the dingleberry.
All right. Yeah, you can cut. All right. Do you just cut off the cable or the cable and the harpoon?
I'll just cut the cable. I'll leave the harpoon in it.
All right. No problem. So you get that. It starts drifting on its own now. Doesn't have any power, so it just stays there. Whereas Anduin keeps scanning. Okay. Back to the cockpit with Nemonis and Anduin. They're scanning. Amy's trying to find out where we are, sir. It doesn't seem to be in our charts.
Time is ticking away.
I know. I've got the damage reports coming in from Ranagar. He says we're losing some power, some energy. There's leakage. I'm still scanning the system. There's a lot of energy fluctuations coming from various of these asteroids. Some of them are really big. And she's typing more, like focusing, some scans. There might be a place where we can land the ship. There might be an atmosphere even inside some of these asteroids, it seems.
Right, we'll find one and land. We can effect repairs easier that way.
Oh, definitely, sir. Yes, I'll make my way as soon as we get at least some thruster power. So you guys spend maybe about an hour getting all of the ship at least up and running. The Starcaster is dead, unfortunately. It'll need to be powered up at least with a couple of charges. In all the damage, it lost all of its charges, which is rare. But you finally get some thruster power, sublight engines on, and they managed to get to an asteroid. It's a very long tubular asteroid in shape, and at one edge, like a cylinder, it has a crack all along one edge. Manages to find an entrance there. There's like greenish light coming in from inside. And it's almost, at one point she pushes the ship into a substance almost gaseous. And there's like strands, as if there's filaments of webbings through the ship. But she pushes through it. And on the other side, it opens up into a really big hollow cave with all these crystals coming from the surface into the middle. And you sort of feel that there's a spin to the whole thing. When she entered, she had to calculate for that because the actual asteroid was spinning on its long axis. She manages to find a place to land amongst these forest of crystals. Does a pretty good job of landing. Nothing too fancy. Sometimes she likes to show off, but manages to land without crashing into anything, causing more damage.
Oh, Tony, you cracked me up.
Yeah, anyhow. All right,
Yes.
so she landing it carefully, hopefully.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
So I want to show you an image of what the inside of the cave. Remember your failure at the cave. Where is it?
Oh,
I'm going to steal some story points back if this keeps up.
what? That the rock looks like a huge.
Yes.
Sorry, that was my Austin Powers moment, and it was supposed to be private.
Didn't have to say it was you.
All right.
Didn't have to. You
I
didn't
don't
need
have.
to own up to that.
I forgot to load up the image, but still. Just a cave with columns of crystals, very large crystals, coming in from different angles.
Okay.
So, according to Anduin, there is a breathable atmosphere here, very low gravity, though.
Okay.
Don't worry, my darling, he won't get us. I lean over and I talk to the little rubber ducky on my shoulder.
Okay.
Awesome.
Does a rubber ducky have a name?
He only ever refers to her as my darling. He doesn't.
Oh.
It always is a female.
Right.
My darling, my sweet. But he doesn't really ever say what it is or why it's there. People ask him and he goes, "What? I don't know what you're talking about."
All right.
The thing on your shoulder. Oh, sorry. And you like try to brush off a little hair.
That's awesome.
Yes. Very good.
That's good.
All right. So you've got the ship out there. What do you guys do? Ranagar is trying to figure out.
How long is it going to be that? So
Under
how
repair?
long? Yeah. So Radigar, you need help fixing this thing? I don't know if I can help much, but I'm not.
I'll need some time to repair. Yes, but I also need to recharge the cells. The cells have been drained. I need a new power source.
Tell me this, crew. Will yelling at you make things go faster? Because I'm good
No.
at that.
No, it won't.
Then I'll
but
be in my cabin.
but it will aggravate me more.
Well,
Nope. I'll be in my cabin. Call me when things are
didn't you say these?
copacetic.
Hey, before you leave,
What?
didn't you say these asteroids had power?
There is energy
Energy.
readings coming in. I'm still having Amy scan the system because it's.
Do we need to go gather some of the? Are these crystals out here powered?
There might be something powering somewhere. These crystals aren't powered, but there's something growing off of the surface. Maybe.
Anything nearby? We can
So,
go-
Will, you aren't
I'll-
genuinely asking me to do manual labor.
No, I'm asking you to think and do your
Right,
scanning
well-
thing. Do your scanning thing. Is there power near here?
Okay. I understand the census station works when I'm at it, but it's very coincidental.
I don't
Whoa.
understand what that means. Is there power near here or not?
Vault begins grabbing his gear to go outside and kind of goes,
What about having Nemonis, do some of that electricity into our batteries while somebody pulls that giant harpoon burr right out of the rear of our ship? And I'll go take a look at some crystals.
All right.
I mean,
So
I
you-
could. Are the arcane batteries charged? Tell me.
No, we need a lot more power than both you or I can generate.
Well, see, so obviously I'm pointless here. I'll be in my cabin.
All right.
Well, if you're outside, you might be able at least to pinpoint where this energy is coming from. This is the type of energy we need.
Fine.
All right, Vault. I'll
I'm
come with you.
outvoted again. I swear, I should have never made this ship a democracy.
Well, great. Now we have leadership.
Yes.
I'll go out
No. All right.
begrudgingly. Before I go out, I would like to cast a spell.
Okay, good.
Obviously, if there's an atmosphere, there could be predators here, so we should cloak.
Step close.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm going to turn us invisible if I can.
Ooh, nice.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Why don't I could probably augment you before you do that. Maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, let me do that. Be like,
All
well,
right.
if you're
Excellent.
gonna if we're gonna do that, then why don't I try and do this? Then I'll think. Who is like is there like a divine god that the high priest's devotion to the Father and the Judge? That's
Yes.
his thing. Okay. All right. So let me think. So let me open up my magic table. I gotta get it here. Darn it! I haven't played a caster in like so long. Actually, I have. All right. Let's see.
Oh, and by the way, for this, the threat you had on when you were outside,
Yeah.
we'll just deal with that as some strain, as you've got energy fluctuations emanating. You're not shielded by the ship. Nothing too serious, but it sort of plays a little
That's
bit
beautiful.
on your
And
system.
I'll take 2 more down when I cast this spell. And
All
let me
right.
think. I don't know. I'm gonna do an additional target. No, I'll just do you. I'll just augment you for this.
All right.
Okay, so that'll be. It looks like it's average. All right. How'd that look?
Looks good to me.
3 yellow and 2 purples. Awesome.
Woot!
More threat. All right, so 3 successes and 2 threat. I think so if successful, this is augment, so you get to add. You increase so you add an ability die to your check.
Got it. All right. I will be using my augmented spellware matrix to cast the spell also. So
Yeah, for two threat, it just takes a little longer to actually affect them, but you just wait it out.
Okay. Nope, I've almost got it. I think I got interference from these.
Well, yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Any day.
I don't like it
Now.
when you. Oh, don't. Okay, here we go. Boom.
He's
Done.
Nemonis taps his clawed foot very impatiently on the floor the whole time you're casting.
It's so hard for me to play like a character that doesn't have much emotion, and I'm trying to play him that way, but damn it, it's so fucking hard. All right. There you go. How you feel?
All right.
Better? Do you feel augmented? You
I
should.
do.
All right, good.
All right. I will
More
be
confident.
illusioning mask. So I'm using the mask spell. I've built it. I built this in advance. I call it my cloaking magic, and I can add extra target to it, but it's mainly just mask plus invisibility, which is with the extra target added is 5 difficulty dice.
Wow.
But I happen to have 5 positive dice, 2 of which are green, 3 are yellow. So I think I'm okay. Are you happy, Stefan?
Yeah. For now, I'll leave it as is.
Oh, holy threat, Batman.
Yeah.
So
We're like threatening all
spell
the
goes
time.
off, my
Yep.
2 strain, and I had 3 threat with 1 single success.
All right. I will use the threat in another way other than strain,
Okay.
and you don't know exactly what's going on, but
Oh, he's banking that shit. Nice.
kinda banking / already using, but in a subtle way. So there. So you've got
Awesome.
your cloak draped over you and your friends.
Well, as a master of illusion, as an incidental, after I am successful at casting a mass spell, I may spend a story point to make it last for the entire encounter.
Aha.
We
So
are
there you
invisible
go.
for the entire encounter.
Boom.
Ah, nice.
You the man.
There we go.
Right.
So now I've got 3 story points.
And I
one
and I
on the
need
player
and I
side.
need not concentrate on that. So
That's good.
Awesome.
Wander around all you want. You're invisible.
Awesome.
Yes.
Try not to talk.
All right. So,
Come on, darling. Let's go.
So you've also
I would like to
have.
follow you, but I can't see you, so I'll just follow your voice.
I'm not talking
Your
to
annoying
you.
Voice. What?
I'm talking to her.
Oh, who are you talking
So
about?
you've got also near the ship, near the ramp of the ship, a hover dolly with E-cells, lots of over 20 E-cells that Ranagar hopes that you'll recharge.
Awesome.
Once
Is
you-
that invisible
once you
too,
find-
or did we forget to do that? Do we need to spend another story point to make sure that's invisible, or no?
No, I'll simply assume it may not have been possible to affect it, but it's under the ship. You haven't brought it in because you don't know where
Oh, crap.
to bring it to anyway.
Actually, sorry.
Yes.
There is a one small problem. When I say the entire party, I targeted myself first. My extra target was Will.
Mhm.
Okay.
So if Vault is out here, I
He's not.
completely forgot he existed for a moment there.
Oh,
Because
And
he
because
did-
I didn't have the advantage to spend to add him to that spell. So
That's okay. While you and Short Circuit over there are doing your thing, Vault has already walked off to go inspect the harpoon.
excellent.
all right.
He grabbed a giant crowbar in the process.
Okay.
All right. Do you have your hoverboard with you, your sidewinder?
Oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. My hoverboard sidewinder is strapped to my back.
Oh, yeah, because it's on the top of the ship, so you could just hover up on top.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
super cool.
All right.
all right.
Up you go. And I'll have all of you make a hard perception check or vigilance check.
Nice vigilance check.
Please. Yes, vigilance.
Does this happen while they're close to me or far away from me? Since you have threat.
That's great.
Now, while they're walking off invisible, even to you, so you don't know exactly where they are. Once they start walking off, and you're hovering up above.
All right.
So
And you said this is a hard check?
yes, hard check, please.
Awesome.
Okay.
Gonna upgrade that for free because I got eyes in the back of my head.
There we go.
I'll roll first if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me.
A
One
success.
singular success.
Well
One
done.
singular sensation. And then,
And
Will?
then Will will roll.
yes, and Vault after that.
Oh my gosh! I had 3 yellow dice, 3 purple dice. I got 3 failures, but 4 advantage. Guess what I'm gonna do with that advantage, everybody?
Yeah.
Since I'm like
So you
halfway
don't
down to my strain, I need to heal that. Holy shit!
All right.
But you know what I do? What I would like to do? You know what? I'll spend 2 to heal the strain that I've got.
Mhm.
But I'd also like to spend 2 advantage to potentially see a detail that might not have
Okay.
not necessarily related to the check in some way, but maybe I can
All right.
warn Vault of, maybe you shouldn't pull the harpoon out because there's oil leaking and you'll.
All right. So we'll see what Vault rolls.
Okay.
So
Okay. Vault is
build up your dice
got
pool there.
heightened senses.
Ooh,
Right,
Spellware.
He's
Said
got an
it's a-
automatic advantage.
Hard. You said it's a hard check, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
So what'd you
suck
get?
at this game,
there?
gentlemen?
Okay, so the Vault fails with 1 threat and a triumph.
Oh, you
Ooh,
triumphantly
but you
failed.
got a
That's
triumph. But did you want to give 2 advantage to Will, to Darren?
great. No, I just wanted.
Vault?
No. I wanted a
Oh, no.
like a
Right.
detail, like a detail. that I
A
saw.
secondary detail.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So go back up to Nemonas. He's got a success. So while you're walking around and Vault is hovering above the ship, you do spot movement amongst the crystals in the distance. Things that are small that are trying to remain hidden, but you saw a glimpse, a shadow, a reflection maybe in some of the crystal surfaces. Something is moving in.
Okay.
Wonderful.
That was Nemonas. Okay.
Oh, look over there.
And
I'm not really sure. I can't see your hand. I'm not sure where you're.
No,
I can't
over
see.
there.
I can't see you. I'm looking all directions.
Yeah.
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
I picture him having like a fucking Cylon thing, just kind of going all the way around his head like a fucking headband, like a red headband, just buzzing around. Anyway.
And for your advantage, Will, even though you didn't spot any kind of imminent threat, you did spot that there has been footprints here and there in this these loose rock, dust, pebbles stuff. In the recent past, or since there's no wind or anything, these footprints could have been here for a while. But there's footprints.
How big are they?
Very small.
Very small. So are we talking like bird chick size, or are we talking
no, like your pilot.
Pilot's feet?
Yeah.
Oh, like the little halfling. Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Diminutive fellows.
I'll point out that I'll say, hey, do you see the footprints?
The footprints?
As I point. Oh, you can't see me either.
But yes, I do see them. The footprints would be on the ground. All I had to do was look down. I mean, come on, honestly. You don't even know how to play this game. Look west. You'll see the little creatures running around.
Where's West?
Doesn't matter. I see in all directions.
That's yes, exactly.
Vault just waits to hear for screaming and the laser sword swinging before he worries about anything at this point.
He might hear.
So you're on the ship. So you have your hoverboard just hovering there next to you. You get the harpoon out eventually. You pry bar tools just to get that out, and there, it's out. For your triumph, do you have an idea of what to use for your triumph? Or
since I am on top of the ship and nowhere near them, perhaps I could note something about the ship's damage that it is easier to repair when the time comes.
All right, so maybe a free upgrade to Ranagar's repairs or anyone else's repairs.
Whoever makes the
harpoon
repair.
is latched onto an exhaust port. It's real easy just to pull it out.
It's a 2-meter exhaust port, though.
Yes. Where's our womp rat when you need one?
That's right.
Stuffing right in there.
They might be sneaking up on us.
All right.
Okay.
So, that's good. And okay, just close this window here. I don't need that. Sorry for the delay. And so, Mnemonis, you spotted this coming in, and it's
there.
That something's coming up. We're not sure exactly what, but something definitely small. Not a human-sized or half dragon-sized.
And you relay that, right?
Smaller.
You say that, Tony?
I said little critters.
All right. Well, you hear it. You hear the lightsaber come out.
All right.
Sorry.
If you don't see it,
Sunblade. Don't want to get like.
Don't want to get sued.
Don't want to get like copyright infringement there or anything.
Quiet! You don't want to get sued.
That could be too. That could be.
How far away are they?
They could be from the ship. We may be like short distance from the ship. These guys would be at least long range from the ship.
Okay.
But they're moving. This is a fairly large cylinder. They're maybe a quarter of the way around the inside of the cylinder, moving in towards you. And as they move in, you start seeing a bit more. They're no longer stealthing. They may be attracted to Sir Vault or Vault above the ship. And this is what you see start scurrying, quite a few of them. Maybe a dozen, you're not sure.
Oh, snapbuck.
Tiny, bonish, very thin, bonish creatures with large fangs, skeletal, basically, to the listeners. Little undead kind of critters with greenish light coming out of their eye sockets and rib cage.
Little bone monkeys.
And they're running basically on all fours, almost crab-like, spider-like The gravity doesn't seem to be affecting them, even though they're not wearing any kind of boots. But
Gotcha.
Or the low gravity. So at one point, they're starting running.
So there's a large group of them?
Yeah.
So,
You see at least 12 or 15 of them.
So let me ask you a question. Would these things be considered the antithesis of my the father or justice, kind of?
It could be.
I mean,
it could be just anathema to,
Okay. They could be. Right.
Yeah, because in Dragonstar there are no specific gods. They what they call they worship the 12
But I fight for good.
deities.
These things are evil. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or not.
Maybe, maybe not.
Does green glowy eyes mean evil? Yes, they do. Of course they do.
Yeah. So everyone.
Exposed bone usually means evil unless you're in a hospital. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean.
So Nemonis, you can roll either cool or vigilance, whichever is better. The rest of you roll vigilance for initiative. So you can.
You said the group is within short range of me?
There are actually, you're on ship, so they're at long range.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
It would be at medium range from the two other guys. But they're moving in quick.
Woof.
4 and 2 from me. Woohoo! Now, why didn't that pop on? Oh my gosh, double. Oh, geez, Tony.
2 successes, 2 triumphs.
On an initiative check. So, I don't know if you dragged us onto the initiative tracker.
Not yet, I think.
Yeah. No, you didn't. But I don't see us in the lower section. So you'll have to put it in manually for us.
Yeah, all right, there you go. I've got them there.
So I think vaults will go in auto-magically. Nice.
Yes, he did. So I'll just
remove 4.02. For me, 4 successes, 2 advantage.
All right, so I'll just remove that. So you had 4.2.
And I had 2 bazillion.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that's 2 triumphs.
Yeah, it is.
So 2 triumphs. So sorry, Nemonis 2.022. All right, so oops, 2.22. So you would get, with triumphs, free maneuvers at the very least.
I think with 2 of them, I would like to have enough time, preparatory casting time, to
convert that to an actual action.
Convert that into my quickly casted barrier spell.
Oh, perfect.
All right.
Awesome.
All right, so that would be, even before combat. Then we'll have a player slot, a couple of GM slots, and then we'll go from there.
All right, so this is barrier with reflection.
All right.
It is going to be what I call my pinpoint defense field. And, oh crap, I forgot to check and see if you wanted to affect it. I'm sorry. Do you want me to re-roll?
Yeah. Just roll one of the red dice. Yeah, we'll spend a story point to upgrade it. We'll remove the one with just one threat, and we roll the 1 dice.
Come up blank. Okay.
Oh.
So it did not succeed, and I had 2 threat.
Yes.
All right, so the spell takes a bit more out of you. Two more strain as energies around here are just fluctuating. It's like, what the hell? You're gathering your arcane energy, but then it's like, it's slipping through your slipping through your fingers almost.
All right, this place sucks. Blast them, boys.
You got it.
All right, so we've got a player slot first. So who wants to go first?
Well, he said blast him. I'll do that. We can blast him.
So, they're still on medium range from you guys.
Medium range from us?
Yeah.
I'll move a range increment up to short range.
All right.
And I'm going to cast a spell. I'm going to cast an attack spell. Divine. I'm going to add. Okay, so that's easy. Then I'm going to add the blast quality, and we're going to make it holy.
Ooh.
So basically, what hoary does is for every success, I get to add 2 damage. Woo!
There we go. Oh yeah,
All
that
right.
would be definitely.
And then blast will blast, and I want to hopefully blast. And let's see. I think I'm good with that pool.
I'm not because, it's magic and a hostile environment or unknown environment. So
Because magic. That's a
Yes.
great reason. All right, here we go. Holy crap. All right, so I got 1 success, 2
Still works.
threat. I do not activate the blast quality. However, it will do, let me think. It's linked off of my spellcasting ability, which is 3, 4, 5 damage. 5
All right,
wounds.
5
Sorry,
5
wounds.
wounds on that group. It's a minion group, basically.
Yep.
So
Hoping to blast him. He said blast, and I tried to blast him. Didn't work.
So then I started blasting.
That was for Dave.
And I did
Dave,
say,
if you're out there,
sorry, how much damage you said? 4 or 5?
I think it's going to be 5. It's going to be 5
damage.
Because I think it's based off your linked attribute plus
Yeah.
for 1. Okay, yep, so it's 5.
Okay. So go 5 damage. Minus their soak of 3, it's 2 damage.
And I moved up to short range, got the shield, and
Okay.
Sun Sword out. So I'll quick draw my shield. I said I had my Sunblade out, but I'll quick draw my shield once I get up to basically putting myself between myself and Nemo.
Azzmodeus, it's not that hard. Your
All right.
programming should be right.
Well, I'll
doing it on
evolve-
that.
I'll
That?
evolve around
All right.
later.
So next up will
Don't
be
get your scales up.
the little skeletons. One group of skeletons will get close to you. They're running towards you, spending their maneuver to engage with you.
Maybe the minion group I blasted.
Yeah,
Sweet.
slightly damaged on one of them.
Cool.
And these are groups of 4.
Awesome sauce.
So, yeah. So there we go. So they'll attack you. Skills. There we go. Combat.
Yep.
Combat. Wicked Claws. That's what
Ooh.
they've got.
All right.
And do you have any defense?
Yes, 1.
One
melee
defense.
With the shield
All right.
gives me 1 defense.
All right. And average difficulty. All right. So I've got my pool: 2 yellow, a green, a black,
You know what?
and 2 purple.
Why don't you upgrade that? Because apparently we are fighting kobold skeletons
There
on a
you
fucking
go.
meteor,
still
dude.
invisible. And we're still invisible.
Oh yes, you're still invisible. Actually, they don't see you actually. So I will do, instead of a setback
Maybe
dice.
Automatic upgrade?
I will.
Or
Oh yeah,
automatically make
automatic
it harder?
upgrade on.
Or maybe
Don't
increase the
another-
difficulty. Is that what you probably do?
I will increase it once and upgrade another one because it is invisibility. You
Sounds
did
good to me.
succeed as invisibility, so
This works.
let's make it. All right, so there we go.
Mhm.
If they're just attacking whatever they think is around.
Wow.
So in
You
pa-
still hit me though. However,
in passing, they
Yep.
just start scratching the area for 5 damage. Not that great.
perfect. Well,
I don't have enough to crit, so
well,
they
it's
take.
7. Yeah, so 7 damage. We'll still get
Yeah.
through. However, what I would like to do, considering you spent you rolled a despair there, and I have
Yeah.
improved parry. I'm going to spend 3 strain to soak that
Okay.
1 damage and not do it, and you're going to take my base damage of the Sunblade of 6 damage.
All
Pierce
right.
5. And
So no soak. That's for.
burn, baby,
Right.
burn.
So let's just start with the damage. Since
Yes,
they don't have any 6 damage.
6
All
damage.
right. So a total of 8 so far.
Okay.
You destroy 2 of them
Nice.
just on passing.
All right.
I'll give them 2 strain because they're bouncing off your shield as well. They didn't know it was there.
Perfect. I like it.
So up to 10, and that was your triumph, your despair.
That was the
on
despair.
that, just
Yeah, I'm
with
able
the
to with the
Sunblade.
with the improved parry talent, I can do that. If I'm taking damage and I parry,
Right.
yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
So there's not much left of that little minion group.
Nice.
Okay, that's their action.
Cool.
And next is another minion group. They're just running towards the ship. That's the only target they see, and they're running towards the ship. And the only target they see is Vault. So, and at that point, Vault, you've heard the and the clack 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 of claws on rock and crystal that reverberates sometimes like crystal glass. Ding.
Nice.
So their stealth is gone. So this is Skeleton Group 1 is gone. That's their movement. And then a player slot.
So Vault's on his hoverboard.
Mm-hmm.
So he is going to actually hover above the
ship
horde of creatures. He's going to close the distance, but actually stay above them, if that's possible.
Sure.
Determine how that works.
You can definitely hover above. Maybe you can go up to about 30 feet above ground. So you just spend a maneuver to just hover over.
With his particle beam rifle, he yells, "Who picked a bone with me?" And he starts firing.
All right.
I got a bone to pick with you.
He's going to fire at, obviously, a group that is not engaged with the glowy light stick of death.
You probably just see... I'm picturing, because I'm invisible, I'm guessing the sword is invisible. You can hear it, but then you probably see like a group of these skeletons just get blasted
maybe a little
through.
a temporary flash of energy as they get cleaved.
Burn.
Nice. All right. So he's going to hover at medium range over them.
All right.
So I'll do this. Would you like to mess with anything?
While you're aiming at those group skeletons, they have one melee range defense. So one setback dice.
Okay.
Cool.
And I'll upgrade that. Spend a story point.
You should probably say you're on the high ground and ask for a boost die because you can channel over Stefan right now if you want.
Actually, yeah. If you are above somebody, could I get the high ground? That sounds like a great idea. That's like divinely given to me.
Sure. Why not? You have to ask for the boost dice.
That's right.
GMing, of course you do.
Of course.
Doesn't mean you'll get it every time, but you have to ask.
That's right. All right, we're gonna roll this.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
All right, so he succeeds with 2 successes and a triumph. So the base damage he does to firing particle rifle after particle rifle shot into the baddies.
Nice.
Vault just yells.
Total damage. Vault. So what was it? The total damage? It says 9 plus the successes.
Yeah, 11 damage. It
so
actually
11
calculates it right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's good. So 11 damage on these guys. Got
and
3 soak. So that's still 8. Does it have any other qualities, Pierce? Or
it has Disorient 2 and Stun Setting, but I would imagine Vault would like one of the crits to just vaporize one of them.
Oh yeah, definitely one of them definitely goes away. So we'll just add another 4 points of damage there to consider, because one of them got destroyed when you just with your regular pulse, and then with the crit blew through the other one.
Nice.
So it's down to 2 little minion groups.
Woohoo.
Awesome. And then
making too.
Yeah. So that was Vault. Excellent on his Sidewinder 350. Then we've got another group of skeletons. Again, they're just moving towards it. Then we've got another final group of skeletons, but they've stopped, and they seem to have these crude bows made of bone. There you go. I have to slow down on the whiskey. And we'll try to
get as drunk as you do when you're a player.
No,
That's right.
no.
You're running this thing, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. So that's group number 3. All right. So they will aim at vaults since they're the only target invisible. Yes. Ha ha ha. All right. So medium range. You moved in. Well, that would be short range. So average. Do you have any defense?
Vault does not have defense, but he has dodge. And
all right.
He's pretty good on that hoverboard, so I'm assuming that upgrades.
I don't know. Does it with dodge?
I have to spend 2 strain as an incidental.
Okay.
Cool.
And that upgrades my check automatically.
Yes.
How many ranks you got in it? 1, 2?
Good.
Just 1 rank in dodge.
1. Do you have improved dodge?
No, just dodge.
Okay. I wasn't sure. All right. Excellent. So 2 green, a red, and a purple. And since you do have the high ground, I'll give them a setback dice since they're firing upwards.
Oh, sweet.
Even though it's low gravity.
So not only does Stefan ask for boost dice, he awards himself anti-boost dice. Well done,
Yes.
Stefan.
Yes.
That's a good GM.
That's a good GM.
I try to be. All right. So, but they still manage to hit as their arrows litter the area. Instead of zigging, and he zags and at least hits by 1 arrow with 1 success and 2 threats. So they do a total of 7 damage on you. No special abilities or anything like that. So just straight 7 damage minus your soak.
Ow, that hurt.
For the 2 threat, I would really like to kind of make the Verners on the hoverboard kind of swerve a little bit and give the next group to attack a black setback die.
All right. So the next group of enemies will have a setback dice. So perfect. Take a note of that. Can I set back? Yes, I can actually put a setback dice on there. There we go. Put a note there. And another GM slot. Oh, yes. All right. So, Nemonis, you spot coming in from, let's say, the other side of the cylinder, the inside of the cylinder. You hear yips and yowls of like small dogs. As you look around real quick, you have these little kobold creatures running on dogs, riding dogs, basically, weaving in and out of the crystal forest, for lack of a better word, and they're running towards you, and they seem to be intent on those other skeletal things. As they're moving in, at one point, the dogs just seem to blink out of existence and blink further, and they're right next to the archer undead, and they start swinging their improvised weapons or whatever weapons they've got. The kobolds look a little bit like this. They have long, floppy ears, long limbs.
Wait a second. So these guys on the dogs are attacking the skeletons?
Yeah.
Oh.
So these are fleshy kobolds.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Living
fleshy
kobolds.
dogs.
Yes.
That blink.
I want to say we have reinforcements, but I'm not quite sure.
Enemy of my enemy.
Right, they could be saving us for dinner.
Well, we'll get to that when it comes to it.
Well, I'm sure we're higher on the pecking order. Let's take care of this.
So I'll just have, of course, the blink dogs acting on the same initiative as the kobolds. They blink. They reappear right next to those archers, that one particular group of kobolds, and attack those guys. Okay, that's their action. Kobold band, just for the real quick combat check. Light spears, there we go. That's what they've got. Come on. Oh, why doesn't it not work?
just to describe to everybody, listen, I know we're going to have the image up, but while you're listening to this, these kobolds look like, correct me if I'm wrong, these kind of look like rat dudes, right? I mean,
kind of, yeah.
They're
they have tiny little horns too, just above on their forehead.
Couple of dagger. One has a bow. The other one has like two daggers, but like long ears.
Lemurs. Yeah.
Kind of neat, actually.
All right, so they attack. Oh, they fail to attack and to hit, but they give an advantage.
Nice.
They have an advantage to the next PC to act, as they're sowing confusion amongst them.
Which would be Nemonis.
Slot. Yeah, Nemonis will have
Did I say it right?
A boost dice. Yeah, you did.
Holy shit! If I don't think I can speak, if I don't think I can speak right,
I'm gonna get teary-eyed, Chris.
Oh my God.
All right, so
Nemonis.
You said there were two groups of skeletons kind of together?
There are a total of 4 groups of skeletons. One of them has stayed back to fire, and the other
3 are kind of all ran together?
Yeah, 2 of them definitely are moving towards the ship. The other one were trying to move through the ship, but encountered an invisible obstacle.
I'm going to reach into my coat, pull out my orb of Brevar, which is a family heirloom, which is this glass orb, which no one could see right now, but you guys have seen me pull it out before, and it's got this swirling storm inside of it.
We don't like it when you pull it out.
Yeah, they've seen you pull it out.
I hold it up, and I say some arcane magic over it, and I am going to cast a lightning ball amongst that group over there.
All right.
Gonna polish your marble.
Yeah.
All right.
It's an Aggie.
Ball.
So my spellware augmentation will grant me an extra green die. That's my cyberware spellware.
Cool.
That's it.
To attack spells. The difficulty of this spell is built in, so it has attack, lightning, blast, and deadly for free. Wow. And so it is going to be built in with 3 difficulty. You said you gave me a boost die, correct?
Yep, from the confusion of the kobolds cavaliers.
Okay. So
canine ears.
I'm happy with my pool. I'm going to aim this spell, actually.
Okay.
Since that'd be a maneuver, and I already used my maneuver to draw my orb, so never mind.
All right. No,
I'm
happy. I'm happy with the pool as well.
Okay. Here it comes.
Oh, nice.
All right. So I'm going to activate Blast with my 2 advantage. So I had 3 successes. The attack does 6 damage normally because an orb increases the damage by 3, and my spellcasting stat is 3, so a total of 6 for a total of 9 with the 3 successes.
Excellent.
I'm going to activate the blast quality.
All right. Are you aiming? Sorry, Tony. Are you aiming at a group that hasn't been attacked yet?
No.
There's one that's been attacked by Vault, and one that has been, of course, and win by will.
Well, I'm going to hit them all with my blast, so it doesn't really matter. But the main one is going to be Kobold Skeletons Group 2.
All right. Fresh meat.
So like the one in the middle.
Okay.
There we go.
So, it hits them. I activate Blast now. The blast quality, because I have the explosive casting talent that you gave me here.
Yes.
As an incidental, I will be activating that. When your character casts an attack spell, they treat the spell's blast quality as having a rating equal to twice my ranks in lore, which I have 3 ranks. So blast quality of 6.
Ooh.
So all of them take 9 damage. Every minion.
Okay. So all of those minions take 9 damage. Basically, they're destroying that skeleton group.
Right. And I can spend a story point to activate the blast quality Also, I don't need to use the advantage to do that? How weird is that?
No, the blast quality, that's what the 2 advantage you're using it to do, right?
I know, that's so weird, but I was just reading the talent. It also says that I may spend a story point to use this instead of to trigger the blast quality instead of the advantage.
If you don't have
So what I would like to do, GM, instead, spend the story point to activate that, and I will use those 2 advantage to recover some of my previous strain.
Sure, that works. If that's how the rules can work, we can use it that way.
And you didn't spend a story point when you built your pool. Therefore,
correct. I did not.
Exactly.
Well done.
Nice. So one group totally decimated, totally destroyed. I'll just
That was a good shot.
Oh god. Yep.
You hear Will yell out, "That's a good shot."
Yeah. all the other groups are going, "What the hell?" And even the guys on the Blink Dogs are surprised. They don't know where it's coming from.
Did you hear that, darling? He said you did a good shot.
All right.
Don't call me darling. I said good. You did a good shot, Will.
No, her.
All right, so this one next. Let's see here. This one will take aim. On combat. There we go. All right. So that one doesn't work. I have to drag the skill. Why doesn't the skill work from the NPCs? When I double click on the skills, it doesn't bring it into my dice box.
Oh, it doesn't?
No. I have to go, I think, into the skill list instead.
Weird.
Oh, that's why. No, okay. I understand why now. I'll just have to change it to ranged.
Did you do it wrong again? Yeah.
Oh, stop changing stuff.
Yeah. No, it's
error.
Yeah, code 18. Code 18. So that's okay. There we go. We'll fix that right away. There we go. That should work now. Mm-hmm. Imagine that. All right.
Tuki, kaka. I think it was established that tuki, kaka is not working.
That's technical terms. Don't get technical with me. And he's aiming at another group of skeletons. There he goes. We'll see what's going on. Oh, he succeeds at least. Nothing else. No advantage crits. Yeah, 1 success. No other results. Okay. So out of nowhere, from between some columns of crystals, one of the skeletons that rammed into Will gets destroyed. Actually, both of them get destroyed, and that entire group is gone.
Oh, really?
But that actually looks like a laser rifle was fired
from like around. Can I see it? Where it came from? Can Will see where it came from? Even if it was behind him, 360.
Or from up high.
Or from up high. Did Vault take a pot shot at me? I look at Vault.
This is the end of the round.
Will actually looks at Vault, going, yeah, nice shot, but man, that was a little too close. You don't mind.
I have a particle rifle. That was a laser rifle. It wasn't me.
Well, the Blink Dogs have already acted, so the next round.
Thank you, whoever that was. I don't know if either one of you guys want to go. Feel free.
Yep, now you got a GM slot.
Go ahead, Darren.
Second round.
Yeah, Darren.
Player slot, sorry.
If you'd like.
Okay. I think Vault will probably take another turn of shooting at medium range.
All right.
He is going to aim as well. Yeah. I'm assuming he still gets the blue boost die for height advantage.
Oh, okay, fine.
Well done.
You said they have a ranged defensive one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
nice looking pool.
Yeah, it's not a bad looking pool.
3 yellow,
yeah,
2
but
blue,
I think
purple.
I'll upgrade that because
Okay.
You've got all kinds of things. Yeah, things are happening. And someone's firing a laser rifle that you don't know of.
Shooting from a hoverboard too. So.
He's used to that.
Happen from that.
But he's used to that.
All right, here we go. All righty. He is going to miss with his shot, but with 3 advantage and a triumph. So Vault's shot goes wide, but 3 advantage and a triumph. I know what I would like to do with my triumph already.
All right.
So seeing he misses and that there are still a slew of bow shooters and now apparently a rifle shooter, he would like to use if the GM allows, his triumph for a free maneuver to kind of press the ascend button on his hoverboard and move. It's speed 3, so I would assume move to long or extreme, whichever I can get to.
Oh, yeah, you can get to long range.
Get to long range to make it a little bit harder for them to hit.
You could stay in range, but still get crystals and other stuff in the way to offer cover.
Okay, to upgrade their check. Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah.
Cover would be like defense, I believe. It does. It adds setback to them.
I think I'd rather add a purple die and add range to them.
Cool.
All right.
Because
well, actually, I'll allow an extra purple. Actually, instead of range, you'll still be at medium, but because of the lights are refracting on crystals, it'll be like cover, but confusing cover.
Sounds great.
Cover is purple.
Confusing cover. I like
confusing it. Confusing cover is purple. Everybody.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. It's been official.
There we go.
Yep.
All right. So that was your, let's say, free maneuver. That. What do you want to do with the advantage? You've got 3 of them.
I would like to, I don't know if I can give my 2 compadres a blue boost die to each of their rolls as I cause a distraction among the Skella creatures.
Yeah, you're definitely causing some chaos there. So yeah, each one will get a boost dice then.
Yep. One advantage to the next player, 2 advantage to a specific one. Skellies. All right.
All right, so that was Vault. Go. And now we go to a GM's slot. All right, so this will be this guy. He'll go first. Again, he'll go first amongst his friends and fire again. Oh, and I forgot he had accurate. So accurate adds a boost dice.
Yep.
And there. And you'll fire again. Aha.
Oh.
So he takes a little bit of strain as he's maneuvering, and he causes some serious damage on the other group of skeletons, destroying the second group. There we go. So another couple of other laser fires shots. Bones go flying again.
I hope they're going to be on our team still.
As you hear yelling, like, Ruka, the scout wins! In Draconic, which you're familiar with.
We are. Awesome.
Great. Kobolds. Like Draconic hillbillies.
Oh, I have to remove a few slots because some of them have been destroyed. Actually, I removed 3 slots.
All right.
Oops. Let me just go and just remove those.
Hillbillies are not good shots, that's for sure. You're saving your scaly hide.
They can't even see me. They haven't tried to hit me yet.
So those archers are still there. There's another GM slot, so they'll attack.
Okay.
Vault again, but they'll.
Still a full group
they're
of
a
them?
bit.
Or have
There's
they...
still one full group of them. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh, there we go. There's stat blocks. And we've got their bows.
So Vault's going to take 2 more strain and upgrade your roll in addition to your purple die.
All right.
Dodging, ducking, weaving.
They cannot. They're a minion group, so they cannot take strain damage. Or can they? Can they aim?
They can aim.
No, they cannot.
If they don't
have
move.
aim if they did not use their maneuver.
That's right. They just
No,
can't-
that's it.
They can't use strain to get an extra maneuver. That's all.
Okay, gotcha. So they can at least aim to get a basic maneuver, 1 dice for aiming. All right. So does that look good to you? The dice pool? I'm not upgrading.
How many are in the minion group?
Yeah.
That's a group of 4.
Okay.
They haven't been wounded yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they
So
have
one red, 2 purple.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Oh, 1 success, 7 damage as arrows fly again towards Vault. If one of them manages to find its mark, as it ricochets off.
These boneheads are really, really good at this.
Ow.
Ow.
All right, and then the player slot.
Good, Tony.
All right, well, I guess I'll pick off your archers since you can't.
I'll aim at the archers, and I'm going to cast a lightning web.
Ooh.
Which is through the orb. So it's going to be a attack plus lightning plus the ice quality to give it ensnare. So it's a lightning web, and it has deadly also because that's free.
Oh, okay.
So it's at that minion group of skellies. So we'll actually target them.
All right. They have 1 defense.
Okay. And I didn't draw anything this turn, so I'll aim my spell.
All right.
All right, here comes nothing.
Go ahead.
Unless you'd like to. You know what? I'm going to upgrade before I do this because, Vault really does kind of,
All right, go ahead.
I like the guy. Even though I don't claim it very often, I do like the guy, so I don't want him to continue to get these pot shots. So I'm going to take these things out.
All right, I'm not upgrading. Nope.
Excellent. 3 successes and a threat.
Aha! So you succeed, causing 9 points of damage, minus their soak of 3, which is still 6 points of damage. Boom!
Okay. So this lightning web just dances amongst them, but it doesn't really ensnare them like it was intended.
No, some of the crystals around them sort of shine and it absorbs some of the energy. It seems. Take a bit of strain, an extra strain, as you were pumping more energy into it, and it didn't seem to work.
Gotcha. All right. Well, and I will move.
Yes.
No, I won't. No, I won't. I'll stay where I am. They haven't been smart enough to figure out that I haven't moved, even though I'm invisible.
No.
To heck with it.
They don't. They're not that quite that smart. So
no, they don't seem crafty.
And the dog riders will attack the skeleton archers again, or at least try to. And go with their light spears. Let's put that. There we go. That'll help. Come on. There we go. Their difficulty, the defense, have a melee defense as well. And they'll aim. Why not? Since they don't have to move. Ooh. A total of 7 damage on that group. Yep. There's only one little skeleton left, but we'll just wrap up the combat. One of you, through will, manages to just decimate it on his turn.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Don't need to go through the motions, unfortunately, but you definitely, without it looking at you, it's concentrating on those blink dog
Right,
riders.
They can't see me.
No,
They can't
you
see
just
me.
you just eviscerate it.
Okay.
Everyone make a vigilance check as well at the end of this combat. Now we're out of combat.
Okay. Well, I would like to take my turn, if possible, before we get out of it, only because my plan was to heal Vault from a distance.
Okay.
And how far away was he from me?
Vault, we could say he's at least medium range.
At least medium range? All right.
Yeah.
So let me do this. Let me just pop off a heal spell at a distance. Oops.
Right.
That one. So 2. So it'll be easy and then adding range to it. And do you want to do anything to that? Because magic or no?
Oh, why not? You're doing it
right.
ranged.
Okay. All right. Well, at least you get 2 of the 4 damage healed. Wounds healed.
There.
So I got 2 successes and a threat. Was it 4? Oh, because I healed.
Yeah, wouldn't that add to your link characteristic?
Huh?
You get a certain minimum plus successes. For
Heals
healing?
1 wound per uncancelled success. And 1 strain per uncancelled threat. Yeah.
Yeah, unlike damage, healing is harder to do.
It is.
Right.
It is tough. So yeah. So I'll
Yes,
heal you
all
for
right.
2, and maybe I'd take another strain for the threat, or what would you like to do with that?
Yeah. No, it was a little strain as
That's nice.
again, the crystals seem to suck some of the energy out.
And it sucks
More
it
than-
down so that I'm right at my strain threshold too.
Uh-oh.
Right at the threshold.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you said a
So-
vigilance check. What was the difficulty?
Yeah. Sorry.
Hard.
Heard.
All right.
And we're-
My pool is built.
Yeah, I'm not spending any story points on this.
1 singular threat.
Mm-hmm. 1 advantage for me.
Alright.
Fail.
Advantage. Nope. As you're focusing on the immediate threats
wait a
and
second.
vault.
Sorry about that.
Ah.
Hang on a minute. Let me replace that
Okay.
green die with this. I get automatic upgrades. So that would be still a failure, but I have 3 advantage instead of just 1. So.
Okay. So we'll just go with the person who has actually a success first. So yes, you spot Vault. Something in the distance was hiding, and it simply moves away. But you do spot something that's much bigger than these skeletons that you fought, or even the little kobolds, and it's wearing a spacesuit, but it's damaged. From the distance, this is what you can see. You sort of relay the information later on to your friends. So, but it was like very far away.
Wow. Guys, there's like a dead guy in a spacesuit not too far away, and it's moving. Correct? Out of game.
Yeah, you saw it, and it just moving out of. It was already at long range, probably moving now further out, and using, of course, a lot of cover in it, moving between columns and stuff. So it'll be hard to track, maybe, but you definitely saw it.
With my advantage, can I determine its rough trajectory since we don't have a north, south, east, or west?
You could.
A boost die to track it down later.
Yeah, you could definitely get an idea about it. Pneumonius, you just don't get any kind of clue. You're just focusing on the area and why this is so hard to cast spells around here, it seems. Take an extra strain.
Vault relays what he saw as well.
And Sir Will, you didn't see it, but you did see with the advantage. Unless you have an idea for the advantage, or if you want to just recover strain.
I could. You know what? Why don't I? I'm going to recover 1 strain, and for 2 advantage, can I notice something about the kobold, the fleshy kobolds that showed up?
Yes, that from what you saw from them, they're probably the same ones who made the footprints earlier.
Okay. So they weren't like skeleton tracks; they were fleshy tracks. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So to become visible then, Tony, at this point, maybe because the encounter ends. Oh, you're muted, stupid.
And you're muted.
He said my spell ends at the end of the encounter. He said the encounter's done. I'd like to recover strain.
Yeah, well, since the encounter is over, we can do the.
Oh, cool.
The recovering, either it's cool or resilience, I believe.
Cool or discipline.
Discipline, sorry. No difficulties, of course. So.
Yep. Oh, hell yeah! I get back 4 at least with a couple advantage. Oh.
I'd say maybe
6. There we go.
Here comes strain.
Okay.
And for any extra advantage, you can convert 2 advantages for another strain.
Oh, sweet.
That's such a great rule.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Okay.
And you've got a group of 4 canine cavalry milling about you, and another little kobold. He's on foot. He's got some slightly different equipment. He's actually has some better equipment. He's got the laser rifle. It looks old, and a laser pistol as well as a dagger. And you, Ruka, Scout win.
Yeah,
Drive
right. Yes, very, very good shooting. Thank you.
Ruka.
Where you come from? Where you come from? As he points to Vault, not Vault, but Sir Will and Nemonis. We only saw him on flying thing.
Yeah, well, magic.
Yep.
Magic like shaman.
No, not like your shaman. More like sophisticated magic. But neither is that the point or something I wish to discuss.
Why are you here? You attract bad.
See the ship?
Bad...
See the damage? It's crashed. We didn't choose to be here. Where is here, by the way?
Here's sacred place.
Well,
Right.
Yes, well,
That's awesome.
of course, we're here to pay our sacred respect, right?
Oh, you like other in spaceships. We know about spaceships. Others come here before, but not leave. Long ago, crashed ships.
Well, we didn't crash. We landed on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Others crash. All die. No survivors.
Oh,
Well, I wouldn't say no survivors.
Oh,
Right,
although
Skeletons here.
I
What's going on?
described. Yeah.
You've got a necromancer somewhere hiding.
bad shaman come many years ago.
And, well,
You come to tribe. We talked there.
gosh.
Where are these other just totally focused on mission? Where are these down ships? Maybe they have other batteries we can use.
Oh, they're on other asteroid. You have to use portals.
What?
Oh yeah.
Now I'm interested.
We travel from rock to rock, portal to portal. We have different sacred places.
That sounds cool. I'm going with you.
Just a moment.
I'm going to go back into the ship. I'm going to give the other 2 orders to button up the ship and effect repairs while we're gone.
Oh yeah, no.
And and then I'm going to grab just a little bit of supplies.
All right. Ranagar sends you, at least he gives you here's a scanner if you need it. Don't forget the dolly with the E-cells.
I'll push that.
All right. Thank you.
And don't forget, Will, you've got your special item there that I made for you, your liquid metal.
Oh, you're talking to Will. Me, sorry.
Very well.
Okay.
Basically, it's a painkiller. It's a painkiller, basically, for robots.
It's liquid metal. Is it on my character sheet somewhere?
It should be on the equipment.
I don't. I see a med patch.
Med patch, yeah. It's called basically liquid metal, just specific to Soul Mix.
Okay.
That is very interesting.
I don't see it on my character sheet, but if it's called med patch to do what you want it to do, then great.
Yeah. Cool.
And that heals wounds for.
Yeah. Basically, wounds on metal bodies.
All right.
And if you can find it, according to Amy, she's been scanning all of this. There might be some mithril deposits here. That would be great to recharge the Starcaster. We need some of that, as much as you can spare.
T1000 liquid goo patch. You know it. Great.
Good. So, Stefan, I kind of want to travel in style now. Okay. Something that maybe I've rigged previously. One of the chairs in the ship actually has small legs attached to it, and it walks around. So I would like to spend a story point to have done, and just sit in the chair and walk off the ship on this chair.
All right. Or do you want a hover version, the small hover version?
Or hover. That's fine.
It doesn't fly like his hoverboard, but just stays maybe a foot or so above the ground.
Yeah, it's a kind of a regal dragon type throne almost.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think maybe this time might be a good time. Let's take a quick break. Maybe take a quick bio break. We'll be back in a few.
Okay.
Awesome.
Let's do that. All right. We're back.
All right. So we took a little break, and now we're back. So you guys have just met Ruka the Kobold Scout, and he's invited you back to his tribe. So the rest of the little blink dogs are blinking all over. They're making sure the Kobold's skeletons are dead. They gather the bones, like, oh, we'll make sure they're properly buried again.
Again, all right.
Yes, invade. Ruka says, the dreaded, the black one, the Grimflesh. He's the one who desecrated our ancestors.
Ooh.
Who?
The Grimflesh. That's what Nizdala has called him. You'll meet Nizdala.
Right. Okay. Grimflesh. Got it. March on.
Yes, very well.
So Vault is going to most likely spend a lot of time with their expert marksmen trading like hints and tips and things like that.
Cool.
Well, you teach him more than he teaches you. He sort of gives you a little bit of hints about how to use the cavern lights, the crystals, sometimes the reflections, not to trust all reflections, a few little tricks. But most of the times, like, he looks at you and how you manipulate your weapon, cleaning it. His rifle is really old. It's an old Imperial model, probably even Imperial Rangers, but it's over 200 years old.
Wow. The spacesuit. Do I recognize the spacesuit? Did I recognize the spacesuit that the corpse was in? The moving corpse?
Yeah. It was hard to see a little bit, but yeah, it's old. It's a very old spacesuit.
Did it look Imperial or?
You're not sure. It was so damaged. But if you were to get a little closer, you probably would be able to get more details.
Yeah, I don't think Vault wants to get that close.
All right, so you walk for at least a couple of hours.
Nope, I hover.
Yes, you follow or hover.
I also hover.
Right.
Oh, that's great. I'm pushing the fucking cart. That's what I do.
Yeah, but you're a soulmate. You don't get tired all that much. Right. So
you're the trolley man.
Yeah. So the blink dogs just scout ahead, sometimes making sure there's nothing else in your way, while Ruka talks to you a little bit. And you're starting to get used to a little of the low gravity. You're kind of start feeling sometimes when you pause. You said, "Oh, we must gather some of these fungus." You know that there's mushrooms sometimes growing at the base of these crystals. They gather some of these up. Some look a little different. They squeeze them to get some water out. The water is a little bit colored, like either if the mushroom is blue, has a bit of a bluish taint, if it's red. But they all have the same consistency, almost like sponge-like. They just fill them into these pouches, water skins. They bring them with them.
Right. What about these crystals? Do they have any properties that you might be aware of?
Oh, all linked to sacred fire. Sacred fire.
Chipping off a small piece would be bad.
Oh, not always. Sometimes it's made that way. Crystals grow, crystals break, crystals grow again. Here, he picks one up from the ground. This one, this one's dead. No, never use this one. Fix a few.
Never always use this one, right?
No. This one's cracked. No. Keep going for a little bit. Oh, this one's good. It's still growing, so it cracks it off. This one's fully charged. This one's good. Thank
you.
Shaman use it sometime. Give him power.
Oh, power. Can you power up these crystals? Our canisters here with that?
Well, I'd like to use my magic to discern the qualities of the crystals.
All right.
Say in a utility spell.
Yes, go ahead. Like a detect kind of arcana.
Yeah. Are you happy?
Or detect.
Yep.
What the fuck can I use this for? Check. Right? Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
Tony.
definitely.
I had 3 successes and a triumph.
Yeah. Finally, you get a grasp of how the magic is affecting you and how it's interacting with this environment. So, yeah, the whole thing is living energy, arcane living energy. Definitely the same kind of energy that's people say that run through dragon blood. How innate magic is run. It's not just learned magic, like people, like wizards or divine.
It has essence or power to it. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
So you're closely attuned to it. You discover with 3 success how to do it. So it'll be easier to do it next time. I'll give you a free upgrade on your next spell, and then maybe a boost dice after that on all your other spellcasting checks while in this environment.
Cool.
Excellent.
And for your boost, your triumph, I have an idea, if you'll allow me.
Go ahead.
That you get some insight. You actually touch the crystal, and you get an image that this entire rock that you're in is actually, it's huge. You almost see yourself lifting out of your body for a second, looking at it from space. And then you see it from a different light. It looks like a giant bone from a skeleton. And as you see a few other of these asteroids nearby, yeah, these could be bones as well. Smaller bones that are attached to other bones. What is this? It's what kind of creature was it? A creature that died here, and now these critters are living inside it. Are these crystals like what do they call it? Inside
Fossils?
Steak bones. No, the
Marrow?
Oh, the marrow.
Marrow, yes.
Ah, interesting.
Interesting. Yes. All right. There's a message in the Fantasy Grounds chat for you, GM.
Yeah. Vault wanted to use survival to determine the safety of, or the purpose of these mushrooms other than just water.
Sure. No, go ahead.
Especially since they grow out of, unknowingly, the marrow of something.
Right.
There we go.
All right. What difficulty would you ascribe to that?
This is a very new environment. I'll make it hard.
I like it.
And I will spend a story point because it's very, very, it's not a normal environment at all. It's not a planet.
That's right.
But being an Imperial Ranger, I've seen a lot of things.
Yes.
So perhaps a blue boost die would be in order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, being an Imperial Ranger.
Woohoo! Yeah, I think I'm learning this. I'm getting the hang of this.
There you go.
Darren, that's great.
Oh,
No. These mushrooms. You haven't studied mushrooms. You were absent the day they studied mushrooms. Unfortunately.
I was doing different kinds of shrooms that day.
Yes, but you do have an advantage.
Mushroom.
Perhaps with the advantage, I can at least determine that it's non-toxic to drink.
So, yeah, no, it's definitely non-toxic because they're gathering it, and some during the journey they even pass some of it to you, and it does taste tangy a little bit, but it's not bad. What maybe for your advantage, I would give you something else that you notice while these guys are walking all around you. Even the blink dogs, you've seen blink dog variations of these kind of blink dogs before, but these have evolved in this environment. When they walk, their pads are somewhat a little sticky, so they don't float off. They're not using grav boots like you guys.
Is it sometimes a natural sticky or?
Yeah, sometimes they leap up. No, sometimes they leap up. One of them will leap up onto a crystal and sort of walk on all fours, which is what the skeletons did as well. But since they didn't have any skin, they just did it differently. It was maybe on a part of their animation enchantment, but these guys actually have almost like sticky paws, both hands and feet. That's why they don't wear any kind of actual boots.
Yeah, Vault will think that's incredibly cool.
So they've kind of adapted to this low gravity environment. So they're not thrown off. Sometimes
he shares that with the group, kind of points it out.
All right. So, and eventually you stop at a circle opening, clearing amongst the crystal forest. You could say maybe you're halfway through this entire bone femur thing. And then this pool of water surrounded by some of these familiar mushrooms that cover 3/4 of the circumference. And there's lots of other little stones on the other last quarter. Here we are. This portal back to home. Back to village.
Right. Well, let's go.
And the blink dogs and other kobolds just leap in. You go first. I have to close portal after you.
What?
Oh, yes. I have to close portal or else ask the skeletons and maybe Grimflesh follow us. We have to close portal. Not good to leave portal open too long. Interference, even...
But it will open back up. It's not like on a 6-year timer or anything.
No. Here, we can use a crystal like this to power it back up at least short time to open up and close.
All right. Go through, man. Come on, let's go.
All right.
So you just jump in, bloop, bloop. Some of them take nose dives.
I'm going to channel my inner Ron Weasley, and I'm going to push my cart into the
All right.
into the pillar.
This is a little too much change for my character's fear, and so he is the last. He
Right.
puts a foot in first, and then a hand.
And Ruka goes, "Oh, not dangerous. Come on." He grabs your hand and says, "Come on." And he steps in. It tingles. It's nice. Come on.
Tinkles. What?
Tingles?
Tingles.
It tinkles on me, huh? Okay. All right. He eventually goes through, but he has to almost be pushed or pulled.
All right. Yeah. He's gently pulled by Ruka. Come on. Come on.
Or I trip him onto the cart and take him in with me. There we go. He's like doing this. He's like slowly doing this. I just come up behind him. Let's just go in.
That wasn't so bad.
So you end up on the other side
Tingled.
of the pool. This pool or portal is on a wall. You just step through and down some steps, and somewhat similar cave, very large, lots of crystals, but a lot of the crystals have grown together to form shelters, almost like little huts or buildings or tall structures, multi-stories sometimes, with lots of other crystals sticking out to form platforms or steps, and sometimes even bridges between some of the towers. And lots of these little kobolds walking around. A lot of them are very startled, of course. They're talking to the others that were on the blink dogs, pointing at you about what's going on. And another one of those kobolds with different adornment, much more ornate garments. Some of it looks like old technology. That's an old shoulder pad from some kind of armor or suit, mixed with crude things that are woven maybe from whatever grows around here, pelts from blink dogs and other animals that maybe, or creatures that live here, and a tall staff made of crystal and bone fused together walks towards you. Are these the ones? These are the ones.
Sorry, were you talking to us or them?
Oh, you are the ones. You come to destroy the grim flesh.
Yes, about that. No.
What do you mean, no? I've seen it.
We've come here to
perhaps
charge up we come here to charge up these canisters. How can we do that?
You come from out there, far away from our star. You want to go back to wherever you come from.
We want to continue our mission where we're going.
Right on, friend.
I understand. Nizdala told us about this. Not understand all aspects, but we are not only star in sky. You come to talk to Nizdala. She explained everything.
All right. So this guy says come talk to you, and you say come talk to her. Is she going to tell me to go talk on to somebody else? Because I'd like to just end up at the final person.
No, Nizdala is great protector.
Is there food wherever this Nizdala is?
All right. Sorry for a second there. You guys froze up on my end. So.
Oh, sorry.
No. Everything's good. We're still connected. All right. No. Many cycles now, some of our ancestors raided and then sent to fight us and kill us. The Grim Flesh is the cause of this. You will fight him, I'm sure.
Right, whatever. Who's Nizzle Dizzle? Whatever her name is.
You come this way then. As he walks away from the village. Ruka follows, but the others stay with the tribe. Ruka will help. Ruka will help guide. Ruka knows all places.
Right. I swear, they are hillbillies. I'm telling you.
And I say that to my shoulder
Right.
mounted rubber ducky.
Mm-hmm. To the precious. To your darling. So.
To my darling.
Oh, my darling. All right. So at the end of this cave, we've got these huge crystal columns that are carved. They almost seem, they've got symbols on them. Draconic runes, from what you can see.
And GM, you said that we speak Draconic. Can we read Draconic as well? I know the Dragonborn can, but the
definitely he can.
Sorcerer can.
Some of you can decipher most, since it's a very common language in the Dragon Empire.
Okay.
But some of them have arcane connotations, so a bit more obscure. But some of them, runes of warding, symbols of warding. We've actually carved enchantments on these that warn you of enemies or anyone coming in. You just step through the arch, and you see in front of another type of portal, but even bigger, of like liquid metal floating, but vertically. And in front of that is some kind of hunched form, very large. Imagine a huge, huge cat, but also has a huge wing folded up above it. And it unfurls and gets up. Strangers have come to my lair. As it unfolds again and steps up, you see this huge thing, huge claws, 3 heads, and suddenly its tail whips up, and you realize instead of fur, it has a very scaly tail and a white snake-like head at the end of it. And as you see this loom over you, it's huge. It's at least 15 feet at the shoulder, with a lion's head in the middle, kind of hawk's head on its left, and a ram's head on its right.
Nice. And
the sort of albino snake tail, and 2 types of wing: one bat-like wing and one bird-like.
Ow. She's the boss.
I am Nizdala, the protector of this tribe. I protect the portal to the sacred fire. I feel that you have a purpose here.
Yes,
Why?
we need to repair our ship.
Yep, we need to fill up these canisters. Do you know how?
She speaks a bit of an archaic form of Draconic. Wonder how she learned it. Ah, yes. She looks at you, Vault.
Vault tries to become very small and unseen.
The lion's head sniffs at you. Yes. Imperial uniform.
Previously Imperial. I'm not Imperial right now. Currently unimperialed.
I do not care. And you're I've never seen one of you. He looks at Sir Will. I recognize the arm
before either.
I recognize the armor of a Holy One. I've seen images of some of you, but this armor usually is on a living being, not an artificial one.
I'm a living. I have a soul. I'm alive.
I see. But your body is not flesh like the other two, or like the rest of my tribe.
Right. Better that way. It's better that way. How do we fill these canisters?
So you worship you worship the gods. You protect the weak.
I worship the Father. And justice.
I've read about these.
Yes.
A long time ago. She points, one of her claws scrapes maybe her nest or close to where she slept. I have learned your languages and some of your culture through this. And she pushes a data pad towards you. It's an old model data pad.
Towards me or just towards the group in general?
The group in general.
Gotcha.
You look at it. Do anyone pick it up or?
I would not. I wouldn't be one to pick it up. I'm not technical that way.
I can look down and go, great.
Everyone's had a data pad. It's like an iPad for.
Vault takes it very gingerly. As somebody who would take something because they don't want to be rude and get eaten.
Go ahead.
Looks at it.
Go ahead, pick it up. It won't bite.
That's not what I'm worried about, biting.
He's worried about you biting him. Maybe you, and probably you too. And I point up to all three heads. He might not bite hard. You will though. You in the middle.
No, I have consumed my share of meat today.
How about that? And I point at the snake. Is he? Or she? Sorry, don't mean to.
That is us. It is all us.
Okay.
We are all Nisdala.
And you're all full. You're not hungry.
Yes, of course.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Pick it up, Vault. You're good. Go ahead.
Thanks for that.
All right, he looks at the pad.
All right, there's lots of files here. You recognize Imperial Ranger files? Looking at a data stamp, this is like over 500 years ago.
Oh. Bummer. Nice warning bounty on you would be great if it pops up. She points at you, that's what you see. That'd be awesome.
Probably be on you first.
Well, true.
Oh, old files of the Empire under the Emperor Kubrick, the Copper Dragon.
The previous Emperor?
Yeah.
Is that who that was? Okay.
Wow. What are there any previous files of what Sir Will looked like prior to being a robot 500 years ago?
I'm not a robot.
No.
Soul mech. Robots, that's racist. I did not want to put that. So not me.
That's speciest, yeah.
So
specious. That's
sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
I told you
Don't put me in a
before.
box.
Told you before, not a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
so
No files on that. Go ahead.
I mean, no, a point here.
Yes.
I'm sure you're got a wonderful tribe, very hospitable, very helpful, and you've got a wonderful home, and we'd like to leave it as soon as possible. So
Yes, I understand.
perhaps we could do a little thing called, it's what we do in the Empire, called trade. We do something for you, you do something for us, we go doodle-doo-doo out the door and never see each other again.
Yes, that would be amenable. I would have some ideas as she stretches. Her front paws stretch and the hindquarters go up. She yawns with his huge teeth.
Give her a big, charming grin. Oh,
Yes.
You are
I'm sure we can-
majestic, aren't you?
That might be a charm check.
all right.
Doesn't matter where we go, Vault. He does it all the time.
Gonna bound chicka wow on a chimera.
If
Yeah.
it has a heartbeat.
What's the difference?
It has a pulse.
What's the difficulty?
The heartbeat.
That's what we'll check. Nisdala. So charm against discipline, I think, or
It's usually cool.
cool. All right, so cool.
Leave.
Yeah. Cool is based on presence. That would be 3 red.
5 purple. 3 red, 5 purple. 8 black.
Purple. A couple. Throw in a couple of black because it's cross species.
Oh, well, alrighty then. Well,
Never wonder, shy from a challenge.
Tony.
Do you want to upgrade?
I'm
Tony.
totally gonna.
You know,
Yeah.
Why don't you ask for the boost die because of that shit-eating grin you gave her?
Well, I'm sitting on a throne, so I must look important.
oh, that's true. Because you're in a hover sled. That's got to give boost dice to all social checks.
Yeah, but you also look tasty.
And he's bald too, right?
Well, I mean,
Or
wait, come on.
No.
like, do you have a couple X's on the side of your hover chair, or not? Sorry,
No.
That was
All right. So I spent story
Different genre.
point because
All right.
I don't want to get eaten.
All right. I'm good with the pool.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Just a failure.
Yeah, at least
All
it
right.
wasn't the other one.
I'm a gnat.
Yeah.
At least it
Yeah.
wasn't the other one.
Just a single
Ah.
failure.
Yeah. Oh, that is adorable. But I don't think you're quite my type.
Oh, of course. But we could still conduct
Yes.
commerce.
Yes. We
So
have
would you
things
charge-
that
so
we
would
can
you-
help each other.
So would you charge our batteries if we kill this Grim Reaper thing?
You've heard of the Grim Flesh.
Yes, that.
I will definitely allow you to access the sacred fire, the core of the fire,
What is that?
to recharge. Oh, it's beyond this portal.
Oh, it's what gives these crystals their power. I totally understand now.
Yes.
I studied this while we were on our way. Yes, it will work.
Yes, I'm sure. And the only problem, of course, is that recently Grimflesh has stolen my portal key. That's why I must remain here, or else he will raid it to get the energy and raise more of the Cobalt ancestors against us. He wants, of course, to leave this place. He's been here, according to the data pad that I've been able to decipher the time. He's been here about 10 years, where I have been here at least 200 years.
Oh my.
I believe I was here aboard the ship that crashed 200 years ago. According to the tribe, they rescued me from the ship as a youngling or an egg. Their stories conflict. But yes, I grew up here. I learned from the crash ship's data banks and the data pads here. But I want out of here as well. I am not native here. I do not want to stay here.
Okay.
So retrieve the key, destroy or deal with whatever Grimflesh does. Bring back the portal key. We will be able to access the sacred fire and all leave together.
So, does this walking corpse have a description?
What about a key more than anything else? What's the key look like?
Oh, she conjures up a small spell and shows you what it should look like. This is what you will be looking for. I would try to look for it myself and attack him, but if I leave this post, he might simply use another portal to come here, unlock it, and then access the sacred fire. And of course, lock the portal behind him, so I cannot follow him. Where's my images?
Or we
There
could
we
stay
go.
here while you go get him, and if he happens to come through, we'll.
No, I am the sacred protector.
I'm a sacred holy warrior protector guy
Yes.
too. I could do that.
Yes. Besides, I think his lair is too big for me to actually enter, whereas your small size might be more appropriate.
Okay. So one more bit of information, guys, that we got. We are going to go to his lair. Just to let you know.
There we go. The portal
Might be
key.
more difficult.
Ooh,
Right.
looks like the encasing of the time stone.
Something like that. It is an amulet. Large enough to fit at least, person of your size on a chain. It is rather small.
That look good on my hoverboard.
Yes, well, you can always keep it if you want once we leave. I don't care. As long as we agree that I join you.
We need to put up some supplies. That way we don't get eaten on the way.
Yeah, what do you like to eat? You don't like to eat kobolds, do you? Do we need to bring some of them? No.
No, we have other things that we can eat.
Okay.
I'm sure Ruka will be able to show you where his lair is.
Right.
Do you guys agree to her terms, or do you want to negotiate further?
No, that's fine. I don't think we have a good place to negotiate from. We're small and crunchy.
Nice, but we are able.
It tastes great with ketchup.
We are the ones able to do this task, so we can negotiate with that. I think. I'm not a good negotiator, but.
Well, we also would like to perhaps take some of this. Well, we want to power our ship with the crystal, but is there any other form of wealth you may have that perhaps? I mean, you're asking a lot of us, risking our lives and all.
What about that mithril stuff that we will be supposed to ask about?
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Yes.
Yes, the very shiny silver. I've read about these. Don't know exactly how you would use it, but if you need it, perhaps we can negotiate it. I think the sacred fire has some deposits around it. That's what Ayatollah tells me all the time. The white silver, whatever.
And you would be okay with us taking some.
If it's needed for your ship, yes.
You do say sacred fire, so we don't want to disturb that if we don't have
to. There are ways around it, I'm sure. Anyone want to make a negotiation check with her?
I suppose.
All right.
Vault would prefer to make a perception check just to determine if there is an alternate, if this creature is got possibly some other motivation.
Okay. Nice. All right, make one of those.
All right.
Nemonis, we'll see about his roll first, then Nemonis might help him if there are any motivations. Let's see, perception, I guess, versus her discipline. Not necessarily trying to show anything. Which would be 3 green. So 3 purple, sorry. So
try that again.
Yeah. Your skill and then 3 purple.
Yeah, I got nothing for a boost die. I can't think of anything. In fact, I would probably give him a setback die because he's so scared.
You can if you want.
I'm going to because this is against one of his fears. This creature is.
Really?
It's a creature of constant change that can eat me.
Do you still spend a story point because you're in dire straits, kind of thing?
Oh yeah, I would love to spend a story point.
All right, and I will spend a story point back, so we can keep the pool at 2 and 2 each, and upgrade because you're still dealing with a creature that doesn't have facial feature that still doesn't the same facial features as you, facial cues. You got a lion face, a goat face, serpent, which is very poker face, and a needle. So it's like, what's her tell?
Right.
And besides, a couple of those faces can eat you.
Right.
Yeah.
Hence,
right. The other one can really. Yeah. All right. I'm good with that.
Okay.
No.
Huh. So that's a failure with 1 advantage. So
we're not good at
not able to determine anything, but an advantage, perhaps I could pass a boost die of something I noticed too.
Yeah, that I do. Just check here. I have a bit of notes on her. Come on, where is he? There we go. She does seem, she's accumulated all this knowledge. She's definitely been proactive, accumulated all this knowledge throughout the years. with the archives of whatever ships have crashed here and the data pads. That might hint at something that she is curious about stuff. So yeah, boost dice to Nemonis.
Okay.
Oh, yep. All right.
So, what would be the difficulty of my negotiation check then? It'd be negotiation
versus negotiation. Let's see here. Would be two. Yeah, two red and a purple.
Crikey. And,
you might be the one that gets eaten.
double check.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I have my sidestep ability. Maybe I can use.
Oh no! Once per encounter.
Push Nemonis out of the way. Oh, no.
Okay. Well, what the hell?
I'll give you an extra boost dice because she seemed to be desperate to get off this, out of the system.
Okay.
There you go.
The closest thing to a ride she's seen.
I can't resist the urge to upgrade this. I just can't.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to spend.
I'm not upgrading. I've already got 2 red. So.
Nice.
Oh.
Whoa.
Okay, well, the mithril isn't hers to give. Maybe she's just indifferent to us taking it. If we decide we want to take it on our own,
yeah,
she's
okay with it. So as long as she gets off the rock.
So you just got 5 advantage.
Yeah, 5 advantage, and that's what I'm going to say is my 5 advantage, or maybe just relieved. Okay, hey, you know what? All this relaxing I've been doing, you know what? Forget it. I don't care whether we get that mithril or not. I never wanted it anyway. To hell with it. I'm just relaxed, and I'm going to spend I'm going to recover all my strain.
All right.
I am so strained out right now.
I know. I'm halfway myself, just about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to, you know what? Fine, we'll do it. We just need to relax and rest for a little while.
Very well. Yeah. Very well. There's no urgency right now, but of course, the soonest the better.
Okay.
Of course, now he knows about your presence, I'm sure. Ruka said that some kind... No, perhaps not, but he saw your ship. And Ruka says that some other one of his servants may have seen you.
And I described the creature I saw.
Yes. He's been raising his elite, let's say, corpses. Members of the crew of older ships.
So what does this dead guy look like? I asked that before. I'd like to know who we're going to kill.
He stays hidden in the shadows, but from what some of the my tribe has told me, he looks like some kind of tall, gaunt, robed figure, dark gray or black with gold lines or details. Sometimes they say that he has a head, sometimes he doesn't have a head, or a head that glows.
Dark, menacing, necromancy type.
Excellent. It seems. I've never seen him because whenever I try to attack him, he just melds into the shadows. He knows he cannot defeat me. Not in my own grounds.
Right. Well, perhaps we can defeat him on his.
Hopefully, yes. Perhaps. He is an intruder here. He has not maybe learned how to reinforce his own lair like I have mine.
So Volt musters up a little courage and says, "So is he particularly, you're so learned, is he particularly vulnerable to anything or invulnerable to something else?"
I do not know. From only from the descriptions I've been given. He smells a bit like Sir Will. He has that oil and metal smell.
Again, speciesist. I do not like to be described that way. Please refer to me in some other different way.
I do not know the words how to describe others, other than saying you're metallic of body.
You could say that he smells like oil and metal.
Oh, is that what you call it?
Don't mention me.
He's a sensitive one.
Yes, he is. Don't mention him when you're comparing others. Tends to get upset about being grouped in. He's an individual, you know.
I'm sure he is.
No lumping. Don't lump him in here or there. Definitely no categorizing.
Very well.
Nope, I'm unique.
All right, so as you guys rest up, you can call this the end of another encounter, a social encounter, if you want to recover some more strain.
Screen wipe.
I will. Yeah. Actually, what I'll do first is, as we're kind of chillaxing, I will try and heal Vault a little more. He's got a little, still a little hoit. And I think that's just a single easy.
So you're brought into another part of the cave, a little hut, just for you guys.
There we go. There you go. 3 more.
Right.
You're healed. All right.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. I'll take 2 of those, and then I'll do my discipline. To heal it back up, maybe. Oh, snap buckets.
Aye.
To heal the strain, we got 1 success, 3 advantage, and a triumph.
Yeah, so you managed to get centered much more and much calmer now that you have a task to do.
Yeah, maybe I find one of their holy areas in the village and commune with the Father.
Yes, you managed maybe to get a bit of a conduit to the Father.
Sweet.
Maybe even the Mother, even though she's not your main patron, but
okay. 2, and then with my triumph. Do I just get back all my strain?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right, cool. Feel like I'm gonna need it.
Yeah. Vault. You kept the data pad. She didn't argue about returning it, so you keep looking through it, and you notice there's a file that has an old Imperial Ranger survey file in it. And when you open it, it does mention this particular system.
What does it call this system?
Doesn't have an official name, but it does have some kind of designation as WSX 359.
Okay. So we're not on Fury 359 at least.
No. Yeah. WSX 5396, sorry.
5396.
Okay. It's not LV426.
Right, and we're homing in on a beacon,
and it's an old archive, and let's say you check, you've got your own data pad, like everyone has a data pad, checking your own stuff, like, no, it doesn't seem to be as part of known coordinates. You could, if you want, you can try and contact Spinner back on the ship, and they can probably have even more data on star charts.
Definitely, just so that they can start possibly plotting a course away from wherever we're at. But also, it'd be interesting to mark this as this is a kind of an unknown part of space.
Oh, so you just send maybe the coordinates to Spinner, and they say, "Oh, well, that'll help definitely if we manage to get finally the Starcaster up and running." Knowing where we're from to where we're going, at least we know where we're starting from. That will make it so much easier to get out of here. Good. We've been analyzing the star charts and positions, and we're still not sure what the coordinates are in relation to any of our known star systems, or even Naxos 5, where we're supposed to go. So who knows where we would have ended up? This will help a lot. Thank you.
No problem. I just figured you want more of that information.
Well, I don't know why it's not in the system. I mean, this was like, what, 500 years ago, you say?
Well, they crashed, so my guess is they didn't get to turn in the survey.
No, but the coordinates were apparently here when they arrived in system. So someone's maybe wiped the star charts, the Empire star charts. No one wanted to find out where it was.
Why would someone do that?
Anyway, we'll figure it out. We have to get back
To keep the
first, anyway.
Maybe to keep the sacred flame for themselves. Seems like
Maybe.
Seems like a source of power. If somebody found out about it,
Maybe. All right. Well, we'll figure it out later. Anyway,
it'd be worth a lot of money.
could be. All right. Well, thanks. Well, at least we'll know where our point of departure is.
Okay.
So basically, this would be like meta gaming wise. If you didn't have this information, it would be like beyond formidable trying to teleport out. This reduces difficulty just down to daunting.
Got it.
Wait to get out. All right. Well,
All right,
think so. We rest a bit, and then we want to go do this
couple
thing.
of hours. Yeah, you got a couple of hours. You get some water. They bring you some kind of food. You're not sure what it is, but it seems filling. It's different than rations. Different types of meats that they say that the animals that they hunt in the various stones that float around the star.
Delicious.
Right.
All right. So
Let's go. Let's go.
Ruka
kill the
brings you-
necromancer.
Ruka brings you back to the portal that you came in from, but he adds some other crystals to it. This will bring us to the same rock as the crashed ships, where the Grim Flesh has set up his lair. Of course, as soon as we use it, he'll know we're there. But
Should I leave the sled here?
Yeah, I'm leaving my chair.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
All right.
yeah, leave it near the portal, near Dallas portal. That way it'll be nearby, so we can recharge it.
Well, just in case something happens to you, can you show us, like maybe my scaly friend here, how to operate a portal?
Oh yes, very easy, very easy. It shows you the basics,
Excellent. Thank you. Great idea.
So, if something happens to you, Nemonis, could you show Vault how to do it? Or would you like to show me?
Sure.
I'll try and pay attention as that's
So we all
going
learn
on. Well, just in case.
You just you hit record on your own internal memory system. All right, record.
There we go. I can play it later.
I have detailed files.
Yeah.
All right.
Help me, Vault. You're my only hope.
Come with me if you want to live.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you go through and step through the portal. All right. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. Do you want to pause for a second as I just set up the map if I need to?
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yep. I'll go ahead and pause it.
Just a little. All right.
All right. Here we go. We're back. Go ahead, Stefan.
All right, so just a little pause. So you guys step through the portal. Again, the same little effect. Bloop. And step into a cave that's mostly like white crystals, as opposed to the other colors, which were almost all colors of the rainbow, going through phases sometimes. But this one is mainly white, cold.
Okay.
Very rocky. Yeah.
You hear you hear the Sunblade come out and shield.
Well, show you a rough map as you arrive at the bottom edge of that fairly large opening with the portal behind you, and Ruka makes sure he deactivates it right away. He's like, "We do not want Grimflesh to escape through it."
Nice.
Right.
But-
I'm aware.
And just to let you know, like the three threat that you rolled initially at Tony Nemonis, I had used that to let any other local spellcasters know that someone with your spellcasting ability was in the area.
Ooh, nice.
Dirty, dirty, dirty trick.
It is. It is. So when we step through the portal, would Sir Will have time to potentially hit us all with an augment divine spell?
Yes, if you wish.
I would like to.
Holy cats! Is anybody else having trouble waiting for this map to load?
No, it's still loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still loading.
All right.
Hamsters are spinning in Canada right now.
Yeah, I'm whipping them. Come on.
There you go.
Come on,
all right. While that's loading, I'm going to go ahead and build up my dice pool. All right, so we're going to do augment, average. It's actually going to be a daunting check, apparently, if I want to hit additional targets. Okay.
I'm definitely going to spend a story point because
magic.
Yes. New magic, new cave.
Oh, it's magic. Here's a question.
Yes.
For Abustai. Has Nem relayed the information about how these crystals affect magic? Or because I'm divine, wouldn't have an effect? Wouldn't be able to give me any insight on that.
Oh, you could have. Well, has he explained it? You never know.
I was just wondering. You're muted, Sipin.
I said that I had.
You had? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So then the Abustai, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Because with your meditation, it seems like the crystals around you seem to help as well.
Ooh, all right.
Channel the divine.
Awesome sauce. All right, well here we go, and I'm going to make
even way out here, the father and the protector, the judge can hear your prayers.
So my additional target. So I'm going to target. I'm
going
to target Vault, and then I'm going to target Nem. But going to try and augment them, and if I happen to generate advantage, I'll hit myself, and then if the scout is with us, so they're my primaries. So,
all right.
If I succeed, they'll at least be augmented. All right, here we go.
Da-da-da.
Yes, simple success. One success. So both of you guys are going to be augmented, and I would like to keep this going actually. So I'll be spending maneuvers to keep it up. If this is kind of the beginning of an encounter, so.
And even your boost dice helped a little bit to offset the threat. So maybe some of the knowledge, I know how this magic works a little bit.
So I take a step left from one of the crystals and step away from it just a little bit.
Yeah. This one seems a bit better. That one has bad mojo over there.
There we go. All right.
All right.
Wow.
So you're in that cave.
Yep. The map is still loading, though, for me.
Yeah, for you. Okay.
You guys too? Or is it loaded for you yet?
I think these guys see it. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do you want to pause it again and see?
I think we could continue.
Okay.
We could do a bit of theater to mind to start with.
Right. So you've got a very small opening where the portal was behind you, and then it splits off into different openings, columns of rock actually going up fairly high and then being obstructed with crystals going back and forth here and there, forming almost a vaulted ceiling.
Okay.
But not a perfect ceiling. It's not like you can still see the rock maybe and crystals on the other side of this particular maybe cylinder.
Got it. Just loaded for me, by the way.
All right.
Too.
Okay.
But it would be hard to float or fly around in this very fast. You can still maneuver, but you have to be a bit more careful.
Okay.
Not to hit anything. And it opens up ahead of you.
Nice. You totally get it.
It depends.
Just kidding. Okay. Yeah, so I'll stay closer to the ground.
All right, for now at least, yeah. All right. So do you take maybe the large opening to your left or one of the smaller ones on your right? You seem to hear movement from within further on anyway, no matter what. But it's hard to pinpoint where it's coming from, unless you want to try a perception check.
I'm thinking maybe the larger cavern, so we can kind of go maybe 2 by 2.
All right. You can still try to make a perception check to see if you can pinpoint.
Heads, so 2 by 2 heads of blue.
Since we're all in a group, everybody, due to heightened awareness, gets 2 blue boost die to their perception and vigilance checks.
All right. So I'll just move one token on the map to the larger opening, just to represent that you're going that way.
Sounds good. So you want a perception check from us, you said?
Yep, please.
All right.
With the heightened awareness from your buddy.
Difficulty?
If you can see my screen.
Difficulty hard. Because of all the possible echoes.
All right. I'll go ahead and roll mine.
Yeah.
Ooh, 4 successes and a threat.
All right. So you definitely see this guy.
I see everything. He's coming up behind us. I see behind me. I have eyes in the back of my head.
Go.
Cylon noise is going on too. Oh!
Ooh, Nemonis, no.
Nemonis, you should have added 2 blue boost die.
Roll an extra one then. Which might help. 2 advantage. All right. Still a failure, but 2 more advantage.
4 advantage and a triumph.
I failed with 4 advantage and a triumph. Yes.
All right. So we've got 2 characters who succeeded. Sir Will, 4 successes and a threat. New environment will just take 1 strain.
Okay.
For the threat. You do spot, as you keep walking, a kind of shambling undead, for lack of a better term. You recognize that. Just wearing a very old spacesuit. Something similar to what maybe Vault described earlier.
Awesome.
And since you got 4 successes, there's definitely something else, a group maybe of creatures. Maybe other of those little kobold skeletons to your left, but you don't see them, but you hear them. Sorry.
Okay.
So there are there somewhere.
I'll relay that information to
Vault. You also see that same zombie or undead, whatever creature is, and it is definitely the same suit, a very old space suit. Probably a division of the Imperial Rangers before the Red Dragon Empire.
Before the Red Dragon Empire and the
Dark when it was still
Sully did.
Before where the Imperial Rangers had a pretty good reputation, but very, like I said, very old. Cracked visor, skeletal heads poking out of it. Has its back turned to you, so it doesn't see you right away. Maybe that's where I'll use the advantage from, maybe, if you want, or you can use your advantage with something else. You with 3 successes, you'd also hear other little skittering creatures, even though you don't see them to your left.
Okay. Are there crystals? Are these crystals on the maps visible?
Yeah. There's less crystals on the surface. Let's say close to the surface. They're more above, but there's still crystals here and there. Lots of rocky formations here.
Did you guys add your green?
No.
Because the
augmented.
So add an extra green.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they roll blanks, but still.
Shooting blanks.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Bummer.
As for Nemonis, even though he may not have spotted those, you do have some advantage and a triumph on your perception check.
I'd just like to use the advantage to though they're aware, those two are like beside me are Spryer, so I'll grant a boost dice to each of them on their next roll, and then for my triumph, I will upgrade my next check. I have a spell that I am preparing.
Aha! All right.
Nice.
We're getting ready for that. All right. So you keep walking, I guess.
Yeah.
Has the undead kind of seen us?
At one point, it just stops, I guess, walking, and then it turns back.
Okay. I think
that's when it's going to get shot in the face.
Yeah, that's when I move up, so...
All right, so then when we go for initiative then.
Nice.
Don't forget to add 2 blue boost die to your initiative as well.
Awesome sauce.
All right, so now I want to roll initiative on these guys. Initiative.
Would you prefer us to use cool or vigilance or choose your own adventure?
No, you can use whatever is best in this case because you're pretty much expecting combat.
4.1 for me.
All right. So these guys.
4.
4 for me.
Good roll.
So what did I... Oh, yeah, menu.
Don't forget to add your extra green die.
Yep, the bonus.
Initiative.
Add a green.
Roll NPCs. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. All the NPCs are rolled. Aha! I love that.
Holy buckets. Yep, they sure did. They rolled.
Mm-hmm. All right, and you guys all rolled your initiative?
Yeah.
All right, everything's filled.
Looks like everything's set up right.
And we've got 2 NPC slots first at 5.
Yes.
5 successes. That's pretty good. All right, so we'll have this one zombie ranger attack first.
Yeah, I would more than likely be up in front of these guys. Shield out.
All right.
And shield and sword.
The vanguard, yes.
Basically, yeah.
All right, so he's got a plasma rifle, turns it around and just
awesome.
Fires.
I have 1 range defense. I'm gonna put my shield up. Bah!
All right.
And since I didn't go yet, couldn't use sidestep. Bummer, dude.
No.
That's
all right.
That's an action.
So that's on Vault. Not Vault. Sir Will.
Sir Will.
And you said you have. So you have
1
a defense of 1.
Defensive 1.
Defense. All right, and that's short range.
Yep.
All right. So 2 purple.
Short range is just 1.
Oh,
but,
right.
But
right.
make it a red because shield and crystals and things.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Upgrade that. Mm-hmm. But I'll spend story point as well because this is a familiar environment for him.
Nice.
Or it. It was an Imperial Ranger before. So, all right.
Okay.
Looks good to me. Success and 4 advantage.
Oh.
So that's 11 damage.
Okay, which I'll soak 6 of.
All right.
Take 5.
And it will activate burn on the plasma rifle.
Nice.
I can activate it twice, actually. It's both for advantage.
Okay.
So, me just burn.
Burn will do base damage at the beginning of my turn, I think, when I start. So your base damage is... So 10 is the base damage. So I'm going to take 10 at the start of my turn. But if you do it twice, I'll be taking 20. So
I'll spread it on two rounds.
Okay. So you'll... Oh, okay. So instead of burn 1, it'll be burn 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I'll do it.
Perfect.
So that's its action. Gone. Come on, no. I just want to... All right, so that was one Imperial Ranger, one Zombie Ranger. And then another GM slot. I'll have him do his own little thing that I have before. He's not in range, but come on. Here we go. He's got his own skill there. And his difficulty earlier was that. And that. I've got my own pool. Did you want to modify that?
What's happening?
No, you don't. Someone's casting a spell somewhere. But you still have the option of
counterspell.
I would very much like to put a red die in there.
All right.
I can't have spent a maneuver counterspelling, so.
Yeah, and same here. I'll flip one for us.
Right,
so yeah, flip one of those to a red because magic.
Right. Yes, exactly. You never know.
And who are you? Oh, I guess you don't have to say who you're targeting. He fails.
No.
Yes.
He still fails, but 2 advantage. All right.
Okay.
So that's okay. It was not an attack spell. So
okay.
There, and next is a player slot. Finally, there. One of you guys go.
Oh wow.
Can I whap him before you?
Feel free.
All right.
Before I move up and
Smash his face in.
Sunsplit him. Yeah.
All right. As a maneuver, I am going to aim leveling my particle beam rifle. Vault does.
Right.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, it's an extra green because I have my abilities increased.
And he does not have any defense, so no. Oh, adversary 1.
So I will be. What range are we're at?
Oh, this is short.
Okay, so adversary 1 will make it 1 red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Remember your augment if you haven't added it in already.
I did add it. Thank you for reminding me, though.
Excellent.
You never know.
I see Tony's got his waiting.
Yes. Okay.
Will not forget.
Yes.
That's right. Oh, nice shot.
So successfully hit with 3 successes. The total damage with the successes is 12. The 2 advantage, I would like to trigger a critical.
Awesome.
Oh, wait, is one critical? Nope, it's a crit 3. Never mind.
Mm.
So I would like to
another?
trigger Disorient 2
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
instead.
Sure.
So Disorient is what? 1 black setback die for the next 2 rounds?
I think so.
Let's see. I've got the quality somewhere nearby. Thought I did. Disorient. There we go.
Yeah.
Disorient. 1 round per rank.
Excellent.
So he's disoriented for 2 rounds.
Plus 12.
Sweet.
So disoriented means what exactly again?
A setback.
dice.
A setback dice. All right, setback.
Correct.
That's on number 1.
Right.
All right. That was your action. Any other maneuvers? No.
I
you
used my
just,
maneuver to. I used my maneuver to aim.
Oh, okay. No second maneuver. That's fine. Oh.
Not really.
Oh,
Not this one.
all right. So that was Vault. There we go. Another player slot.
After you.
Take it.
No? You want me to? Okay.
Yep.
Then I will move. That's Will. So Will will move up to the Undead Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunblade it. However, I'm on fire. So I'll take.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'll take 10. It doesn't matter. I'm metal.
Well, that'll be next turn. That'll be next turn. You already took 10.
It's start of my turn. Start of my turn.
Oh, okay.
Burn.
All right. Right.
Yep.
That was on next turn.
Okay, so I will smash it if you like that pool. That's all I can do. I don't necessarily want to.
Oh, I'll
Do
flip
you
it.
still soak before damage? What?
Yeah, I can still soak it.
I soaked it? I soaked
You
the...
can still.
Oh, can I soak
You can,
burn damage?
You can still. Well, I think I'll just for now. Yeah, apply soak damage. We can check it later if it's
You
not
can.
applicable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think-
complies.
So
Yeah.
complies. Okay, good. All right. So then, you are gonna upgrade it. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. On the Ranger. Sweet. Okay, so
Nice.
that's gonna be 10 damage. Pierce 5.
Oh, jeez.
And do I
All
need
right.
1 or 2 to activate burn? I can't remember. One of these, you only
2.
need 1. Is it? Okay. But I would actually like, I think I could use 1 to sunder his weapon. Yep, I'm going to sunder his weapon. So hit it
All
with
right.
a thing.
All right. Well, you
one
cleave right through it, through the ancient armor. It just burns like paper,
Nice.
and it crumbles even before you get to the weapon. Then you just slice through the plasma rifle.
Awesome. And that's it for
And
me.
it's dead.
Yes. Yes.
Kaboom!
Mm-hmm.
One gone.
Cool. Next
All
GM
right.
slot then.
Another GM slot. As we have these guys appear. Oh, come on. The familiar little skeleton appear around the corner here and rush.
Rush me.
Or they'll rush you.
Cool.
They'll try at least.
Bring it
Scampering.
on. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm gonna spend.
yeah.
I'm gonna spend 2 strain, by the way, to continue to concentrate on my augment. Forgot
All
that.
right. Okay. Zombie skeletons. Skeletons. There you go.
And I do have one melee defense with the shield.
Right. So there we go. They've got their wicked claws. And
Do your worst if you can.
okay, there we go. Yeah. 2 difficulty, 1 setback dice.
Yep.
And that's pretty much it. I'm not upgrading it.
Neither am I. That was
All
good to me.
right. 2 success, 8 damage.
8 damage. I'm actually gonna spend 3. Now soak it.
All
I'll
right.
take 2 damage.
Okay. Just 2 damage.
Yeah.
As all 4 of them surround you and through the fire. They don't care about the fire that you're on.
There is
slash
that.
At you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You know what? I'm gonna soak it. I'm gonna do my parry instead.
All
I'll
right.
spend my 3
Parry.
strain. I'll take 3
Fire.
strain and
All right. Fair enough.
because I'm gonna get burned one more time.
All right. There you go. And then we go to another player slot.
All right. I will take it. And
Right.
Well, you'll burn unless somebody puts the fire out on you, right?
Yeah, I could have spent my action to roll and do like an average coordination check or something like that to put it out. So
Yeah. Or a
Let's
maneuver
see.
to
I
get
would-
the
I'm
painkillers.
actually going to put him out if I can by dropping some ice magic on him.
nice.
Okay.
Perfect.
If that's
Why
at
not?
all possible.
Why not?
Okay.
I like it.
What is it? An attack spell variation? Or
I don't want to hurt him though.
No.
Utility
Basically,
Well, it's
just
fire suppressor.
The fire
Yeah,
suppressor
fire
utility
suppressor.
spell.
Okay. I would call that maybe a variation of barrier. I think you're as an arcane caster, you can access barrier, preventing the damage from attacking him.
I like it.
okay. All
Like a
right.
barrier of cold between the fire and him.
Okay.
And then
Um,
keeping it for that's cool. I like that.
All right. Then basic barrier is one purple difficulty, and to add the ice effect, we'll call it 1 or 2.
1. Well, I think attack is 1, right? But
Attack at 1, but you're applying it to a barrier, so maybe 2.
okay.
You're not used to that. But have you read about your dragon magic talents a little
I
bit?
have.
Okay. Just want to make sure. If it comes into effect, you can use that.
Okay. So there's that. Augment,
Mm-hmm.
3 difficulty,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and free upgrade because of my triumph earlier.
All
Nice.
right. Excellent. You're tuned a bit to the magic.
And
Oh,
I will.
you also get, I forgot from before when you were being brought to the village, you analyze the crystal. You get a free upgrade for your very first spell after that. And then a boost dice for the rest of the session on all magic checks.
When you're in this environment.
Okay.
So this one we'll call it.
It is. Augment is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good spell.
It really is.
Here it comes.
It's
Unless
worth
you'd
it.
like to affect it,
Oh
GM.
yes, I'll still try to affect it because magic.
Because magic
Okay.
in cavern caves with
In
crystals.
Incoming.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. I
Awesome.
only need one success. So with that, I'm going to activate my draconic magic.
All right.
My dragon magic, I think, on the fly allows me to suffer 2 strain to convert a number of successes on the casting check to advantage. So I'm going to take those extra 2 successes, and equal to my twice my ranks in lore, which I could take up to 6, basically.
Because you've got improved dragon magic.
Yes.
This is a special talent I've created for Dragonstar, specifically for sorcerers with the dragon blood.
Cool.
Yes. So for 4 strain, that spell's going to cost me, but it's going to end up being 1 success with 4 advantage. Now, my 4 advantage, I would like to give Will a free maneuver.
Awesome.
All right. So you douse the napalm or the plasma that's on him.
Awesome. And I think the free maneuver that I'd like to take would be all these. So my talents are activated. The one is activated with the action. I'm going to just start lining up my attack on these guys and just start aiming. I think.
I will even have
and kind of
it creates so much steam.
Okay,
It
well, then
pushes,
instead of doing
it pushes
that-
the kobolds a little bit away. Like they're confused a little bit what's going on.
Okay.
That's what allows you the maneuvers.
Yeah, if all you're going to do is aim with it, then I would have just given you guys each a boost die.
Oh yeah, I could. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I could maintain it for next round. I was going to do that anyway, so
Right.
yeah, I can maintain my spell. Yeah, for another round, we'll do that.
Yeah. You get basically an extra maneuver to maintain without strain, even if you take a second maneuver.
Sounds good.
Okay. You're so much cooled down. It's like so much easier now to concentrate on my spell since I'm not on fire.
Well,
I feel so
circuits
cool.
don't like heat; they like cool.
Yeah, I feel cool.
My
All
hard
right,
drive
cool.
is not heating up now. So,
There we go.
all right.
That
And
was
now we
me.
have another. Yes, very good. So
Well done.
both two boost dice to both Vault and Sir Will. Correct.
Sure,
All right.
sure. No,
All right.
Chris wanted the extra maneuver so he could maintain his spell next round.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
maintain
what it
my
was
spell
for.
without
Okay.
spending strain. So
Very good. All right. Very good. And we've got the other two.
because I think I might need my strain to
These guys will just move over
Barry,
here.
what's coming up?
This guy will move. This critter will move over here.
Oh,
Still invisible. This one's not visible. But this one's visible because now it's line of sight.
oh okay.
A little bit above you. Further into the cave. You see
Okay.
another of these rangers, former Imperial, not Imperial,
Uh-oh.
but Imperial Rangers. So this one looks a little differently. He has twin pistols in his hand.
Okay. Oh, damn, that's nasty looking.
Yeah.
You see his heart's beating still.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah,
I
you
like
see,
it.
You see Will kind of turn back to you guys. Go, what? There's more coming, and oh my gosh, you won't believe it.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
So the other ones are just
Wait.
moving. Whereas this guy has moved, but now he's in line of sight, so he'll fire at Sir Will. He's only on visible.
Yep.
All right. Oh, God. I have to modify skill again. Good grief. There we go. Come on. It went by too fast. Range attack. There we go. That's all I want. All right. But he's at short range. So 2 purple.
Okay. 1.
And
Short range is 1. I do have a ranged defense.
range defense. Okay, just 1.
Maybe it's 2 because the corridors are really narrow.
There we
Well,
go.
I was automatically upgrading it because of all the narrowness and crystals in the way.
Nice.
Awesome.
So-
That'll work. And
Yeah,
because
that'll
in melee, man, with some
Yep.
zombie kobolds,
That's
skeleton.
it. Now, let's put another setback dice in there. There you go.
Perfect.
Do you want to affect the pool? I'm not.
No, that looks good. You're gonna run out of ammo or something. Damn it.
All right. Success with 1 advantage. Not enough to activate any equalities.
Yeah, well, I soak.
Special.
6.
Yeah, it's 6 damage, but it has pierce 2. So the laser pistol.
What? All right, so I'll take 2 damage.
All right. All right, there it's its action. The other ones have already moved, and we go back to the top of the round.
All right.
Yikes.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's gonna go next?
So we've got another GM
Two of
slot. 2 of them. So the skeletons, well, they'll just try. They've got some new targets. They can't hit you, it seems.
Nope.
They're going to try. They're going to try and attack Vault.
So they're moving
Swarm.
away from me?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as a free attack? Or not? I don't
No,
know.
this is.
But
this
it
is
takes
not
them
the-
2 maneuvers to disengage.
Nice.
Yeah. So they take two damage basically. That's one of them.
They're minions, right?
Yeah.
They can't do that.
No. Okay.
They can move, but that's it. If they want to move away from me, they can do that, but they can't attack.
Well, they can downgrade their action to a maneuver.
Yep, exactly. And they can
So
move away.
disengage and then move.
Yep, and that's it.
Fair enough. And then they just go around Vault, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's their action. That was zombie skeletons there.
Or kobold skeletons? Those
Kobold
kobold skeletons, right?
skeletons.
Okay.
There you go. That's their action. Next one will be the zombie skeleton, zombie ranger.
That's to the
Swing.
north there?
Yep, he'll move in a little closer. Get a little closer, but the range won't really matter. I won't change anything on him,
Okay.
and he'll still try to hit you again.
Okay.
Right, 1 purple upgraded still to a red because of still all these things happening. He's gonna. No, you can't aim. You already took a maneuver, and your defense.
One
Of one.
one range defense, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Why don't you upgrade that again? Because
All right.
things and stuff.
Yeah. All right, upgraded and
Yeah.
go. Good God. All right, he
Okay.
takes some strain from
Yep.
all of that.
Okay.
Points of damage. That's number 2.
So that's 11 damage, but it's pierce 2, right?
11 damage, pierce 2.
Okay, 11 damage, pierce 2. So I'll be able to soak 4 of it. So I'll take 7 damage, which puts me at 18 of 15 wounds. So
Yeah.
Sir Will
yes.
down is down.
Oh no! He used one pistol on the first shot, raises the other one, and
All right.
gets a crit too.
Yep. So I have the reinforced construction, so I can
yes.
reduce the critical hit result by 10.
Right.
So-
So whatever I get off.
So I guess that means
0.
so you get minimum of 1, I think.
Yeah, it would be a minimum of 1, which is already a minor nick.
Yeah. I don't think I don't take 1. I think I still take 1. So
You can still take 1, but it just reduces the severity.
cool.
But yeah, 0, still a 0-1 a nick, which is not much.
And you have a triumph. Yeah, you got 6 successes, 2 threat, and a triumph.
Well,
I know, right?
the triumph was the crit.
No, when I go down, I take a crit. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
I take
When
a
you
crit.
exceed your threshold, you take a crit.
take a
That's
crit.
the
All right.
starting. Then he's
That's
hitting you a
plus 10.
second time. So
Yeah,
So you can
It's a
crit
crit.
me again.
All right. So with plus 10, but minus 10.
Well, it'll I already have a crit on me, so just go ahead and roll. It'll add the plus 10. But I can subtract it. Oh, shit. That's a 91.
Oh my god.
Oh, you added...
So 80.
it added, so 81.
Yeah. So 81 instead.
winded. The target cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities or gain additional maneuvers until the critical injury is healed.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah. So that's that. Ouch.
Ow.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're on the vanguard, so.
Not anymore.
No, now he's on the floor.
Now I'm on the
Yeah.
floor.
All right. Next up is a player slot.
I'll take it.
Mnemonis. He's down.
I'm aware.
Paladin
Calm
down.
yourself.
Paladin down. Oh, no.
All right. Well, let's see. We're going to destroy all those kobold skeletons in front of me. Just destroy them all. Just blast them to pieces. Because, easiest way to help a friend is to kill enemies between you and him. So, do I want to do it with my... Let me see. Looking at something here. Yeah, no, I'm not used to doing that. Okay, I'm using my magics. It's going to be a lightning ball.
Gazorch.
Boom.
Ball
I'll aim
lightning.
No, I won't
Sure.
aim it. I'm not going to aim it because I want to maneuver up to him if I can.
Okay.
Don't forget the augment's still in effect till the end of the turn.
Sure. It doesn't kill the caster, kill the spell.
I don't know.
Now, until the end of this turn.
Okay.
Still
Then-
ongoing.
Whoops. Wrong.
Because magic and crystals.
Because magic and crystals and things.
Because magic and crystals and our GM is really nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I would have
That's
killed
my
it.
pool.
Yeah, but I'm Canadian.
Cast her down. Cast her down. Oh, that's right.
Are you happy with my pool?
Yes.
Blam.
There we go.
All right. So all the minions in that group are going to take 9 damage.
All right. Bang, bang, bang.
And then I'll maneuver up to him. And I will
Right.
spend 2 strain to feed him his own medical patch.
Nice.
So I get back 5 then, right?
Some liquid metal. Yeah.
So those zombie skeletons, yeah, they're gone.
All right.
Not
My eyes
Problem?
open and go, oh man, that tastes so good. Thank you.
Just get the cover. Get the cover.
yeah.
What the
It's
hell
a,
is your problem, man?
it's a big hypodermic, kind of needle kind of thing. You just stick it onto his chest, and liquid metal just flows all over him in the cracks and seams, like mercury. Just it knows where to go.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the spot.
Don't you have a ranged weapon?
Slightly creepy.
I am a ranged weapon. Shut up.
All right. That's my turn.
So you just rebooted Will. So
Yeah. I'm still rebooting. Vault, if you want to go, feel free. Take a second.
That was me. I done.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. How many of those liquid things do you have on you?
Well,
I
it has
only had
one of them.
I only had one.
At one, but it has 5 doses. You just used one.
Okay.
You gonna hit me with another one?
So I'm going to spend a maneuver to move up here. The second maneuver, which is going to be 2 strain, to hit him again with that syringe.
Push it in deeper. It'll work better.
That sounds bad, but we're just gonna go with that.
Oh yeah, a little to the left.
I like Darren. He can come back anytime.
That's
I like
more.
I like it when he pushes it deeper.
Whoa.
But like any other painkiller, it works a little less on the second time.
Whoa.
But still heals 4 wounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep.
And then I'm going to level that rifle on that very annoying ranger at short range, and I'm going to shoot him. Now he's adversary 1, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he is.
Okay. Yeah. I would like to spend. I don't know how important a story point would be at this point. I would like to spend a story point because I'm very upset because we've repaired Will. I don't know how many times.
Yeah, you especially.
It only
You've
counts.
seen him in this,
It only counts
this
as
state
one.
before.
It only counts as one, right?
Right.
It's getting close to.
Okay. And yeah, I think that's good.
All right. So short range, no defense.
Cool.
All right. I'm going to roll it if you're okay.
Oh no, I'll spend a story point just because.
Of course you will.
Crystals and stuff.
Crystals and things.
There we go.
And your friend is there distracting you. It's like, oh my god, what the hell?
No, I'm like, oh yeah, feels good.
Okay.
Still pulls out of the
Pulls it
fire.
out. Okay, so he gets whapped with 2 successes for a total of 11 damage.
11 damage. That's still quite hard.
I would like the one advantage to. Can't help people regain strain, but I would like to give the creature a black setback die, as I nicked some crystals and they exploded in its face a little bit.
Sure.
And so it's disoriented by all the sparkly pretty there.
All right. Very good.
That works.
I also Vault also yells,
"Over here, dummy!"
just trying to get it to attack Vault instead of Sir Will.
All right. So that's definitely scorched him. Not down, but definitely heavily damaged. We go to a GM slot. That will be Ruka. He will go, and he's dealing with something in the background. You hear him, his rifle firing. Pew, 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 pew.
All right.
Things are being hit. We'll just narrate that.
Sweet.
Then we go to a player slot.
All right.
Players.
So you guys,
Sir Will.
So you guys see Will kind of. So he's laying down. You hit him with these things, and he's like, ugh. And so his shield, his sword are kind of on the ground next to him, and he sits up. He hears what Nem says. Hey, don't you have a ranged weapon? I say, I am a ranged weapon, and I go like 2 finger guns, and I'm gonna do an attack spell to hit this thing. You saw
the lights behind. You saw the lights behind his visor come back on. It's like.
So I sit up. I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna put holy on this, and I'm just gonna do a simple attack spell, short range, easy. So it's gonna be that.
Right.
And
adversary 1.
Adversary 1. Would you like to do anything to that pool?
Of course.
Dick.
Because
thank you though.
Magic. You just got rebooted. Hey.
I just got rebooted. I just got rebooted.
Got rebooted.
Do I get a boost die for getting rebooted?
From the power of friendship.
Oh, sure, why not? It's a My Little Pony moment. Come on.
And because Vault is in a vaulted ceiling? Oh no, that only applies to him. Okay, here we go.
That only applies to him.
Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Ooh, nice.
All right, so that's going to be my base damage is going to be 3 plus 6, 9 damage.
9. All right.
Because that's 3 successes, so I do 2 damage per. instead of 1. So that's 6 plus 3 is 9.
9.
And
Yes,
then
minus
I will
his soak. It's still 6 damage to him.
Nice. So I'll stand up, grabbing the sword and shield as I do. I'm like,
He's
"Ugh,
not down, but
thanks,
he's on
guys."
his last. Like you scorch him. He falls to one knee, but he's still trying to raise his laser pistols.
Tough
but
sucker, man.
They're wobbly. Yeah, but
right.
it wouldn't take much to.
And I'm gonna. All right, and I'm at 11 of 11 strain, baby. After taking 2 for that. Good thing I didn't generate any threat.
So then we go. This guy will go.
Uh-oh.
I already got. But he's dealing with Ruka. So narrate
Okay.
that. And we go back. Oops. There we go. To the GM slot. Where is he? Oh, all right. All right. So this guy appears, drops his whatever was spell that was on him. Not delete. No. Just want to make him visible.
Okay.
As you guys look beyond the kneeling form of the grim old Imperial Ranger. Come on, there we go. And get his image up. I was still looking forward to this image. When I saw this image, like, oh, this tied the story up together. I had so many plots, points, and like stories like, no, this doesn't make sense.
Yep.
This is not good. And when I saw this, like, yes, this will work. So you see this. Just steps behind, columns of rock. All right, so he steps into view.
Mm-hmm.
This tall, gaunted, robed figure of black and gold, but instead of a regular head, it's like almost like a holographic head above his shoulders. The head is just
like Tony.
Yeah,
That's it.
and the little core where they're like an empty space. Sometimes there's little sparks of energy going between the little electrodes or protuberances. And it's, why are we fighting? Are you being manipulated by the beast? She will consume you as soon as you return the amulet to her. Let's work together. We can recharge your ship and we can leave together. At least you will not be in the belly of some disgusting creature.
Well, your guys attacked us first, so.
Ah, they were my sentries. You were infringing upon my lair.
What about all of them trying to steal our ship and eat us?
Yep, that's why.
That I'm afraid they were just given orders to scout, and when they saw living beings, if I'm not nearby, they have a mind of their own and attack anything with a pulse.
And that's why we're fighting, to answer your question.
If I have an opinion here, it would be that if you were to dismiss all your minions, we might let you surrender.
I like it. It's simple.
It is.
Oh, that sounds a bit like a coercion.
More simple than what I can make it.
Okay.
I would like to help with your coercion, if I may.
Okay. Coercion.
Yes.
And assistance from my pal.
Coercion, yes.
Trained assistance.
By discipline. So
What's my difficulty?
that's what I'm checking right now. Grimflesh, the Technolich.
Technolich.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
it's just
5
a
red,
word.
5 red, 11 purple.
Discipline. All right, he's got a couple of ranks in that based on will. That's 3 red.
Oh, fuck.
What the monkeys?
Oh, and he's got adversary 2. No, adversary 1. Sorry, 1, just 1.
Hey, you
Is
want
that versus social, though?
to add that to it, or
Hey,
On
are
top
you
of
being
his
that
ranks?
guy?
are you gonna be that guy?
Okay, fine. I would.
Are you being that
Oh.
guy?
I've been nice all night, so yeah, I'm going to be a dick now.
All right.
All right.
Is that what you're saying?
He's going to be
Yeah.
Dick now. Add
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
All right.
So you get a blue boost die for Vault. You get a
Yep.
blue boost die for Will, because we're all acting menacing.
Yeah, we are.
I'm also going to spend an incidental to activate my ensorcelled and appear menacingly crackling with lightning energy.
Ooh,
Yep.
the dragon is. You've awakened the dragon.
He's letting the dragon out.
You should spend a story point too.
I already
He
did.
already did. That's why he's got a yellow. One.
Yeah.
That is as good as I get.
I'm good. I've got 3 red on my side. I'm not gonna.
17 to spare.
Oh my god!
Holy-
4 failures, 4 advantage.
You don't
Oh.
coerce somebody thinks about it. No. I don't know.
Fairly confident in his own power. Yes, yes. You have dragon blood in you. Very impressive. But what else?
I'd like the 4 advantage for him to not see that I am preparing to. I am using the maneuver to prepare to breathe lightning on him.
All right. Yes, why not?
I'm taking a deep breath as if to.
I'll allow
Very
3.
well, but instead it's going to be.
All right, so
I wish everybody
basically,
could have seen your face do that.
I
That's
know.
amazing. I need you to do that again. I'll take a screen cap.
technically this was like almost like a pause within This was a pause in combat. You know, maybe a bit of monologue.
Well, of course, when the bad guy monologues,
Yeah, everything
Sure,
pauses.
you let him for a
everything
second.
pauses. Yeah. Then you play your. Yeah.
I have no idea where we were in initiative when that occurred.
At the
So
very top of the order. His turn.
Very top of the
basically.
order as his turn as he moved in and started talking.
So his turn was monologuing.
Yeah. His
blah
monologue.
blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Re-die.
Yeah. So that was his action, basically. That was Grimflesh.
Yeah.
But then there's still another GM slot.
And you added a well, it's not going to matter. I was going to say if you added a green because you're still augmented. So
Oh, but you passed out. The spell would have ended.
Yeah, it was the end of the turn.
You were passed.
you said okay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it continued until the end of the turn.
If it ends if the spell ends when I pass out, then it's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So after that, the zombie ranger that's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Shoot me.
he'll try and protect his master, and shoot you. And
All right,
shoot
because I'm pretty much in.
You'll shoot the He'll shoot the dragon. He's the one who's trying to, or the half dragon.
Okay.
He's the one who's trying to attack his master, kind of thing.
You're
or
muted,
threatening.
stupid.
I was inhaling as if to reply, so he's not thinking that we're doing
Right.
anything on their initiatives, is what I'm saying. Is my 4 advantage. I'm not saying it's not possible that he just decides to go say fuck it and shoot me, the zombie, but
Right.
I wanted it to be I'm inhaling to reply, not inhaling to breathe.
All right. No, point taken. With your advantages, I'll.
Vault was trying to get that creature's attention last time. I don't know if that actually worked.
Why not? He'll try and hit you. Whatever. Laser pistols right in the face.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 strain and add dodge,
Short range.
which should upgrade your roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna have some cover. He's also disoriented, remember. So he has a black
Yes.
setback die.
Oh, yes.
So 2 black.
Wobble, wobble.
Wobble wobble.
Was he using both
Alright.
pistols?
No, he doesn't have the dual wielding. He just has 2 pistols, but one at a time.
So
He doesn't have the dual wielding kind of ability. All right, so that's my pool. I'm happy with it. Oh, what the hell? I'll spend a story point and upgrade it.
let's just do that back, because that
All
sounds
right.
like a great thing to do.
All right, so spend the story point. And I'll upgrade that. There we go. And let's go for it.
Murder homo.
Yeah.
Oh, golly.
Wow.
That's okay.
It's going to hurt a lot.
8 damage. It's going to be Pierce 2, though, too. So
8 damage, Pierce 2 is, yes.
Okay,
Oh,
so...
shit.
And I do have 3 advantages, which is what I need for the crits. So I'm going to activate a crit.
Okay.
On Vault. There we go.
That would... Oh!
97.
Oh!
Crippled.
Nice.
Holy.
Crippled. So, one of the target's limbs, chosen by the GM, is impaired until the critical injury is healed.
Yeah, I think
Increase
an
the
arm.
difficulty of all checks that
his
use
head.
this limb by
Oh.
1.
Yeah, no, I think an arm would be definitely appropriate since you're using.
Oh, yes.
So you take another swig of whiskey. He's like, yeah, I'm going to be a dick.
Alrighty then. All right.
So
Next.
there you go. Oh, the arm. Ah.
All right. So the player slot. I'm guessing Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Lightning.
Hark your dragon furball all over this guy.
Never mind, motherfucker. I don't want no hocking on my bread.
All right, so I just... so... and out comes the lightning.
Did I get both of them?
Yeah, probably. If you get some advantage, like 2 advantages, you could get both.
Okay.
Nice.
Medium range, or is that short?
We'll call it short.
Okay.
Would this be considered a surprise attack?
Aiming?
Well, that's what his advantages are all about, of not expecting to actually breathe on him after a monologue and coercion.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm totally going to spend a story point because reasons.
Yeah. Well, adversary 1, you already calculated that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, already in.
Because.
All right.
How about range defense? Does he have any?
No, that's a good idea. Does he have any? I don't think so. Oh, range defense 1. Yes, he does.
Okay. Got that.
And a story point because, it's magic against the big bad guy. I mean,
Got it. Rolling.
breath weapon. Ooh, good for you.
Yeah, not enough. No advantage to hit with auto fire. So, but I will hit him
All
for
right. He
8
gets
lightning
8
damage.
points. Right. And the setback will be, the setback
Threat.
would be a threat on your next action.
So who do
A
you
setback dice on your threat will be a setback on your next action.
So
As
he
your
got hit.
your chair wobbles a little bit as you breathe.
He didn't have his chair.
I left my chair
He
behind.
left his chair. So did you hit?
Okay.
Did you hit the ranger or the big bad guy?
The big bad.
Got
Big
it.
bad guy, I would imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
So 8 damage minus his soak of 3. That's 5 points.
And then for my maneuver,
Yes. Yeah. Move back to chicken shake range.
I move out of firing line.
That's smart.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So Nemonis just spewed his lightning and backed out. Another player slot.
Actually, I can't maneuver. I aimed.
Oh, whatever.
You spend 2 strain to maneuver, right?
I don't want to spend no more strain.
Okay.
Yep. Well, I can move up and take out this ranger dude. If you'd like.
If you can move past him, I'll just rush him with my one good arm.
So I could go.
Up to you. Doesn't take much. This guy's really really wounded, so it wouldn't take much to take him down.
Because he said he was on his knee, right? Could I just get past him? Could I just get past him to this guy
Yeah.
and attack him? All right, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. I'll just give you a setback dice.
Perfect. All right, so Sunblade, main big bad evil guy, setback die.
Mm-hmm.
Can't do
Adversary
anything
1.
else because I have 11 of 11 straight. But I would like to spend a story point because 11 of 11 straight.
Yeah, sure.
And anything else?
Oh, I'm going to spend a story point back because it's a bit bad guy.
Of course you are, Stefan. That's great of you.
Yes.
Now.
I love the color red.
All right, here we go. I think that looks good.
Yep.
Oh, heck to the yes. Okay, so.
No despair.
I'm probably going down. But, all right, so we have 11 damage, Pierce 5.
Oh. Okay, 11 damage. No soaking, basically.
Yeah, so 11 damage.
11 damage. All right.
And if you would like,
he's at his wound threshold.
Awesome. Well, I am. If you would like to spend that threat to put me over my strain threshold, I will just spend my last bit of energy to just make this attack and just collapse in front of him.
Or I can just spend the threat to get you a setback on your next action.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
Which I will put in my pool. All right.
So that's it. Sunder, you said.
I can't activate anything else.
Okay.
Just a pierce.
Sorry.
It was just a pierce.
Just bad enough.
And I'm not on fire anymore. Yeah.
No, so that's good. All right. So that was Sir Will.
Yep.
Then a GM slot. All right. So this guy becomes visible.
Okay. I do go down. Oh, wait a second. That was at the brink. What was my crit though? At the brink.
He rounds the corner. Another one of these.
Suffer strain is what
Can't
it is.
voluntarily suffer. Okay.
Right. All right. So this guy images another one of these undead rangers. He shows up around the corner.
Whoa.
Well then.
Mm-hmm. Fires his plasma rifle at Sir... no, just Vault, not Sir Will, because he's out of range. So where's his stats? There we go. Stats. And plasma rifle. There we go.
Going to spend 2 strain again. To upgrade your check once.
Okay, short range. He's already maneuvered, so to move. So can't do that. Cannot aim himself. Do you have any range defense?
Nope. I'm on the hoverboard, so that doesn't really help.
All right. So that looks...
It just looks cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks cool.
Yep.
So you've got... So you spent the story point. I upgraded it. And I'm okay. I'm not upgraded.
I use dodge, and then I'm going to spend a story point.
Okay, so that's the upgrade. That
2 upgrades, basically, yeah.
Oh, 2 upgrades? Okay, there, another one. All-righty. Fire in the hole.
Oh, good gravy.
5 successes, a threat, and 2 triumphs. Apparently, I'm the only one who knows how to play this game.
Apparently, you drunk motherfucker.
Yeah. Whiskey helps.
Holy buckets.
That's
so a total of 15 damage. No pierce or anything like that. Bad enough. He takes a wound with a strain, let's say, because of the threat, but two triumphs. So he'll activate a crit and then a burn.
Oof.
So the crit, I should have applied it to you, but 53.
Should be plus 10 because I already have a crit on me.
Okay, so 63, which would be 63, slightly dazed. You're disoriented until this critical injury is healed, sorry.
All right.
Okay.
And burn. So next round you'll have 10 points of damage coming in.
Oh.
Soakable.
No, at the beginning of my turn, I will take that damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is
right
now.
So 10 burn minus My soak will put me over my wound threshold.
Right.
And I will fall to the ground. Which means I get another critical at plus 20.
Yes, you do.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll let you roll it. What the hell?
Wow.
No.
Salt-
You're doing great. You
Salt
go ahead.
and wound.
All right, so
Plus
20.
Plus 20 to the crit.
God, it'd be funny if he got overpowered.
113.
He's lame. Arm and a leg. This
Temporarily
combat,
disabled.
this combat has cost me an arm and a leg. Literally.
Yeah, the target is immobilized until the crit is healed.
Yeah, just got his legs lasered off,
Yeah.
scorched, or burned off.
Vault is like, I've got him. You go past him, all right? And then he just loses a leg. What?
Both of us go down in a sack of potatoes.
What the hell? All right.
So these guys are gone. I'll just remove that NPC slot.
It's all Nem's fault for failing that coordinate check. Way to go.
Sure. Put it on my shoulders. I
That
don't
was
care.
fault. And we go back up the round.
Come on. Do your worst. Do your worst, motherfucker.
It'd be really great if our kobold would
TPK.
come around the corner.
TPK.
He's been dealing with
Come on,
the-
man. This
yeah.
could be the first actual play
back.
TPK.
Do it.
Do it. Come on. Come on, stop it.
Yes. So he starts waving. He backs up a little bit. It was a step, but still engage range. Starts waving his arms in very robotic fashion, and almost like holographic like code appears in front of his. Instead of just runes, it's like code in front of him, and he's tapping at it as if he's coding a spell instead of casting it.
Vault's going to raise that.
Aren't you Mr. Fancy?
That's right.
Yeah.
He's turning Vault into a fucking zombie.
All right. So the chill of death.
Uh-oh.
And just chill.
Kind of check. So average difficulty, choose one target at short or medium range. Well, your Sir Will is at short range, definitely.
Well, I'm engaged still.
Engage range, that's right. So he can't actually target you.
He can. It's just upgraded.
Yeah.
Upgraded?
Get upgraded.
All right. So
Or increased. Sorry,
Increase
it's
it.
increased.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's not a signature spell. It's just how it's written as the base. But
Cold damage, right? I think cold damage heals me. Isn't that what that's what we've established about a round or two ago?
you don't have enough story points to invoke that.
I have one. Don't I? Don't I need just one?
No, not enough. Do you have any defense though?
Of
You
course
have
I do.
any
Just one, man.
Shield. Hey, it's every bit counts. I'm going to spend a story point because magic.
I'm going to spend a story point because magic.
That's it. So there you
And
go.
I'm gonna get healed by this shit if you spend a despair. That's all there is to it. If you
There
need
we
despair.
Hopefully it will. There we go.
Let's see
All
what
right.
goes on.
Oh,
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
You failed the check.
all of that proper coding. He thought he had it, but then a virus came in and wiped it.
I just blew.
The damn sunblade waving around interrupted it.
That's right. It's that.
Yes. But he's going to upgrade any check to someone who will be attacking him.
Awesome sauce. The next attack.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it won't be me.
Now we'll let you bleed out on the last player slot. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
Oh, by the way, welcome to the show there, Darren.
Hey, I wouldn't expect anything less.
So that was the Grim Flesh.
Yes.
And then we go down and we'll have Ruka come in and around the corner. His rifle apparently is no longer with him, but he's got a pistol. Maybe he's ran out of ammo on his rifle. But he's got a
Awesome.
pistol. and try to aim at the ranger. All right, I forgot about that. Let's go real quick there for ranged attacks. Go.
So Vault's rifle's on the ground.
Right now.
That's great.
So he'll take an aim maneuver. It's short range. Accurate. His laser pistol is accurate. And there we go. Oh, there we go.
A lot of burns.
So much burn.
Yeah, you could activate crits twice as well. But I think burn would be nice. So he hits that ranger. That's oh yeah. All right, he's gone. He was 7 damage minus 3 for that, so that's 4 damage. But burn, so an extra 6 twice. So an extra 12. He's gone.
Right.
Delete that token.
Cool.
Ruka, help! Player slots.
Chris, go
What do you
ahead.
think? You want me to take a swing at this guy? All right. So
See if you can sunblade him in
Uh,
half.
I'll try and sunblade this guy in half. All right, this looks like my pool that I need. All right, so setback die because critted. And then I get adversary 1, right? And then I get next attack is automatically upgraded. That's the 2 reds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to... And the blue is because I'm going to aim.
All right.
So, and that's it.
I'm spending a story point.
Of course you are. Yeah. All right. That's good. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
All those dice I failed with
my goodness.
one threat.
One threat.
And what are you doing with that threat? You gonna take me down? You can take me down with it, dude.
Straight him out,
why not?
man. Straight him out.
Straighten me out.
Why not? Yep.
All right,
Okay.
I'm down.
It's on me.
Yeah. So Sir Will does this. He's like, he swings through and as he's falling over, he looks back at and I was like, it's all on you, brother. And he just falls down.
Okay. And
Yep.
Nemonis,
Yeah. Grimflesh almost steps out of the way, like mechanically. He's like, he looks at the sword coming up. It's like he just steps out. He knows where it's going.
Nice.
And then you pass out.
Yes, I do.
Even though it's a hologram, he has a look of disdain on his hologram.
Aw.
I hold up
All right.
my orb.
All
Kiss
right.
for luck, beloved. I give my little rubber ducky on my shoulder a chance to kiss the orb, and then I cast forth a death ray spell.
Ah.
It's attack. It's deadly, range, and empowered.
Okay, give yourself a boost die just for your precious, your darling.
Oh, my rubber ducky.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to upgrade for, and
It's there for moral support.
whoa, not like that. Okay. Something happened here.
Oh, I didn't touch anything.
Hold on. There we go. I was clicking on buttons and shit was happening. Boost die for aiming.
Right. It's got defense 1 and adversary 1.
Got that all in. All right.
Okay.
Now I will spend the story point because
And-
my
and
friends
so-
are down.
And so will I.
Okay.
Gosh.
It comes down to this roll.
It probably will.
Let's go.
Incoming.
Oh yes, all good.
3 successes, 3 advantage, and a triumph.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
I
Yeah,
would
it
like to spend the triumph to have hit the zombie ranger in the path, and it takes the damage as well.
Oh yeah, it only has 1 point of damage anyway. Away
It's a
from.
disintegration rate. It just cuts them both in
Okay.
half.
Nice.
Does the 2 laser pistols just fall to the ground and the rest? Right.
I will revive my
he was severely damaged anyway. So yeah, just cuts him in half, and as the form crumbles, the hologram just no. You have destroyed this form, but I am a lich. I will. And he just doesn't finish his phrase.
All right, let's get to the job. Right.
All right. So to wrap up,
Yeah.
you find the amulet. It's on him. With a couple of advantages, it was not destroyed.
Okay.
Nice. It wasn't nice. All right.
You find it on him. You go back to the portal, through the portal, to Nizdala. Nizdala, surprisingly, is not a four-headed monster. She's a beautiful, elven-looking woman now. Quick image. I don't want to share.
Okay.
A little bit maybe neo-Gothic, but
Nice.
Cool image.
Gem purdy lady.
Images.
so she would easily fit on the ship because original form seemed to be, I don't know, a bit too big, like Silhouette 3. Would have been really cramped. So
All right.
bring back the amulet to her. She opens up the portal, steps through, and beckons you to follow.
Okay. We do.
Huge kind of crystal-shaped heart kind of thing that's pumping energy. You just feel the magic energy through this. She just tells you to bring the E-cells closer, and she just transfers the energy from the heart to the cells. You almost see it flowing from one hand of hers to the other and then into the cells.
Nice.
She just tells the shaman that oversee the keeper of the sacred fire, they want the mithril.
Yes.
She hands over the mithril.
Yes.
She just takes some of the energy again from the heart, fires bolts into it, and makes it liquid. I believe, from what I read, liquid mithril can help recharge a Starcaster without requiring a group of wizards or sorcerers for it.
Nice.
This should be at least enough for a few jumps if needed.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Cool, dude.
You go back to the ship, pump in the coordinates that you, at least for your origins. Ranagar Union is overwhelmed, like, wow, this will be so much easier now.
Good.
And then you wink out of the system as Amy, the computer, says, I have finally analyzed the entire system. This is a reconstruction, as much as I could get, of what I scanned. And she puts together like a wireframe kind of computer image of all the large pieces of asteroid, and it forms a gigantic, really truly gigantic, planet-sized dragon.
Oh,
The
nice.
bones of a gigantic dragon. That's awesome.
Yes.
Wow, that's cool, dude.
And then you wink out of space. Not sure what's going to happen next.
Nice.
Nice.
We're gonna make a note of that place.
Roll credits.
This is the I call it the nebula, the graveyard of the nebula dragon.
Cool, dude.
Got it.
Well done,
Very
man.
cool. Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Great
There
adventure,
you go.
Stefan.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
buddy. Thank you, man.
Yes, that felt very Dragonstar. Having played Dragonstar before in 3.5 or
Right.
3.0, I did enjoy it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
Thank you.
I've never played Dragonstar before, and it definitely felt like something I've never played before. To be honest, I mean, didn't feel D&D. It felt very Genesysized, if you will.
Genocide. That's
But
it.
I liked,
Genesysized.
Genesysized. But I like,
Because converting is something that's very pass-fail. a bit more
Yeah,
crunchy
yeah.
to Genesis, which is more narrative.
Mhm.
I try to keep it simple. I read
Well done.
whatever the equipment, the spells or talents or
Yeah.
edges
Yeah.
or feats that they have, and just go with the feeling of it. It's like,
Right.
even the spellware, I can go on and on. It's like,
Cool idea.
yeah, yep.
I mean, the techno lich or whatever you call them. That's that's a neat spin on like a regular lich, right? It's cool.
Well,
I like it.
Well, that's it. This is his one form. He crash landed. He was being pursued. His backstory a little bit. If your character, between you and Nemonis, you find out, this guy was a technologist that's kind of well known,
Okay.
or infamous. He was pursued, of course, by other paladins and disappeared about 20 years ago.
Nice. All right.
But he's being a lich. This is just his physical form. What's happened? He might be reincarnated and come back. his phylactery, where is it?
Very nice.
Cool.
Well, okay,
right.
so let's wrap up.
Yes. So there
Head
we go.
on over and do that.
All right.
All right, so there we go. That was my very first one shot for the Finding the Narrative. I hope my fellow hosts and the guest enjoyed it.
Yes.
Very much
Most
so.
definitely.
I had lots of fun myself. Thank you for kind of playtesting as well, Dragonstar for me. I hope our listeners will enjoy it as well. I would like to do, in the meantime, also a little shout out. One of our new Nerds International members is Peter Jones, if I remember the name. His podcast is Dragons Are Real. I've listened to a few episodes. They seem to be pretty cool. He's a limey bastard from over the pond, from England, who does fairly short episodes, sometimes like between 15 to 30 minutes. So easy to listen to, real quick. Covers various subjects. So welcome aboard. I'm sorry that you joined this crazy bunch of nerds, but welcome anyway, Peter.
Yeah, welcome.
And Chris, do we have anything else?
Yeah, we have on the 28th. We're gonna be skipping next week. Personal reasons here for me. But on the 28th, we're gonna be interviewing Chris Markham.
Because reasons. Yeah.
Because reasons
magic.
and things. Exactly, magic and things. And crystals. Get a lot of crystals.
That's it.
We'll be interviewing him on the 28th.
Who was that? Because we were speaking over you.
Chris Markham.
And covering all of his vast amount of Terranoth.
Oh my
supplements that
gosh!
he has
Nice,
done.
Yes.
a nice library of
Yes,
Terranoth.
exactly.
Goodness.
He still has come up. Yeah, he's come up with a few recent things too. So we'll talk about all of that.
That's awesome.
Dude's a
That is-
machine.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
All right, so you can write us at findingthenarrativepodcast@gmail.com. Looks like we just got an email, just popped up a few minutes ago.
Awesome.
You can contact Stefan and I at Finding the Narrative on Facebook. You can shout out to all of us on the MeWe, Finding the Narrative, or over at Nerds International. We still listen if you tag us. And you can also listen to us or tell your parents, family, friends, whatever, to listen to us on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, and Spotify. Darren, would you like to shout anything out?
No, but thanks for letting me join you guys. That was super great.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a pleasure. I always like.
It was great
Like your
playing with
company?
you, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, tons of fun.
I like playing with each other. I mean, with ourselves. I mean, no, together.
Oh my gosh! Well done.
Well,
Stefan.
it only took him this long.
That's
That's it.
Well, do you
And we
do you
kept
have
our
anything-
clothes on.
yeah.
Do you have anything you'd like to say in goodbye?
Just narrate before you roll your stake. It's
All right. Well, this is Tony saying, let's tell a story and spend those story points.
And this is Stefan saying, as for those boost dice, just like my players have done all night.
Meg.
And this is Chris letting you all know to remember the rule of cool. And remember to always go into crystal caves with your buddies. And plenty of liquid metal to heal yourself. But just have fun doing it.
Lots
Take care,
of
everybody.
fun. Bye.
Good night.
Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast, is not affiliated with or endorsed by any companies mentioned on this show. Any of the products mentioned on our show or appear on our website are the property and copyright of their respected owners. All items are used under fair use and educational and review purposes. All other items are the intellectual property of Finding the Narrative, a Genesys RPG podcast. Copyright 2020, all rights reserved.